Alright, hello everyone, how's it going? Hi. Restore. How are you two? Hello, sweet. Glorious day. Big day for celebration. Hope everyone's fine. Y'all have all of about just under 20 minutes for tournament sign-up. Oh, hello Liam. Hello Tumo. Hello Sam. We have cake. We have celebratory cake. Let me unwrap my celebratory cake. We have celebratory cake. I think we have to probably lower the music a little bit. It is cake. Today's a very important day, don't you all know? Right, it's 1,000 days. 1,000 days since San Salie first streamed. Meanwhile, on the Twitch chat side. Congrats on Voice Onion. Oh, hello. I hope everyone's doing well. Hello, Lodra. Hello, Dominator. Hello, Ultimate Hero. Hello, Phoenix. Hello, Arross. Chat, you're gonna be seeing Arross real soon. Hello, Phoenix. Hello, Hedonism. Hello, Colin Abyss. Hello, Angel. I do like chocolate. Walk in. Hello, walk in. Welcome on in. Thank you for the head pats meal. I suppose this is the closest thing to like a birthday celebration that's not lobster week. So I figure we can eat cake while we get everyone checked in. Mainly what's gonna happen with the check-in is I'm just gonna double check that y'all are here. I'm gonna make a duel room and then we're gonna get the bracket together. So let me make a duel room. Yeah, this is going to be standard master duel. We are not gonna let people spectate lists. Replays are on. We're not gonna let anyone spectate lists for the sake of the competitors. So the room ID is going to be 406956. Those y'all participating can head in a little early, I suppose. And in the meantime, we're gonna eat cake. We're gonna make sure everyone gets checked on in. And then we'll start everything up. Right now, with how it's looking for attendance. Oh, right now how it's looking for attendance, this may be double elim. We're going to have to see how this shakes down. If there's any last minute entries, it might push us over. We'll have to see. If not, we'll just run as is. Oh, hello, Alpha Coney. How are you? Your favorite lobster roll? Goodness me. Your favorite cake's lobster roll, boys. Like seems to be underselling it. What do you mean like seems to be underselling it? So I'm gonna get into this cake. The chocolate mousse cake. Personally, it's one of my favorites. I've had better ones in the past, but this bakery is very consistent. And it's on the way. There's one along the way home from my work, so it's real convenient for me. Oh, what do you mean is the link for deck list broken? Oh, cool, thank you for the follow. I don't think the link would be broken. It just tells you to go into the Discord so that if you didn't submit it via Google Drive, to submit it to me via DM. So I still need a deck list from Tasmag. Or pause. Maybe Tasmag submitted. I need a deck list from Bello if Bello's playing. Alec has already submitted there, so they're checked in. Lapis is also checked in. I believe Ori also submitted theirs. Yeah, Ori is checked in. And no, okay, Tasmag did submit theirs, so let's see. Happy Dragon submitted theirs. Thank you, Cool, for submitting yours. You just submitted it all. I'll check it out. For the most part, I rarely run into any issues. With these tournaments, like they're very casual. They're very casual. If we stay within the, if we stay on the 16 players, we'll do double elo. So y'all have 12 minutes left for any last minute sign up. I don't think. You either submit your deck list via the form or you go into Google, or not Google Drive, Discord to submit it. So I don't think anyone should be having any issues. Oh, Fluky. Yeah, good luck to all the competitors. And in a couple minutes, we'll get our co-host in here. So let me see if I can finish eating this cake before Arross gets in here. The rat they put on top of the cake is funny. Yeah. They had a little thing on top of the cake. We took it off. Oh, Frostbite, welcome on in. I'm excited to see what y'all are going to have me potentially play. 1,000 days. Thank you, Alchemist. The cake is our usual chocolate mousse cake with a chocolate sponge. How much cake do I have? I have a singular slice of cake this time. I was being good. I was being good. Avi, my goat, my horse. I'm not allowed to be biased, but I totally will be. You can infer from there. So again, we'll just hang out. And I have the bracket pretty much almost ready. Let me make sure I add everyone into the bracket. And it's looking like double elim. It's looking like double elim. The winner, I build their deck list in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. But y'all are also welcome to request a signed card. You just DM me? Yeah, just DM me. But today only, y'all are allowed to DM me your deck list. Let me go online on Discord. Thank you for the witch head, yeah. What's double elim? So normally a single elimination, hello Elma, means that if you lose once, you are out. Double elim means that you have to lose twice in order to get out. So there's a winner's bracket and like a loser's bracket. So whoever wins, they play someone else who won that round. Then if you lost, you play someone else that lost. And this goes all the way up until the finals. This creates a favor towards whoever is the winning duelist in the winner's bracket. Because the loser who fights their way out of the loser's bracket is gonna have to beat them twice to win. But that's rewarding people for having good play. Versus single elim would just be if you lose, you're out. It's harder to do double elim in bigger tournament brackets. But if we stay small, I think it's a lot more forgiving in a scenario like Master Duel. Where Master Duel is a best of one format. So we'll have it all be later rounds playing best of 3 for like finals, but for the brackets case, it is just a best of 1 for the initial bracket. You know, nothing too crazy, nothing too crazy. Oh, hello, Los Vedas. What are we doing? We're hosting a tournament. I'm eating cake. This cake is very good. One of my favorite cakes. Do I need to DM you, Chumus? I can message you first if you're having a hard time getting the list down. Oh yeah, because there is no like channel for it. How do you see the brackets and how do you join? Is there a room to join for the tournament? There is a room to join. And how you join the bracket is, if the pin message went away, this is the room ID. This is the last minute sign up. And I will show the bracket on the screen afterwards, but I'll also be updating it in the announcement channel for the Discord too. Just so you'll have multiple places to see it. I know! I love watching your duel as I get to sit there and relax. It's one of my favorite things to do. Why, it's the best way to engage with Yu-Gi-Oh! Not playing it at all. So I thought you checked in. Thank you, too. Okay, you got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I'm cutting you off in 5 minutes. Oh, Julio. There is a tournament today. Thank you for submitting a deck list, fellow. We got you in. And I just got your entry house dragon. You're gonna sit on this, Tony? No problem. Y'all never pressured to do anything. This is just something fun I thought we could do. We're probably gonna ring up Arross in just a moment. If you don't want to watch the stream in order to check out the bracket, there was the Notific with Stay Friends channel in the Discord. that I will be posting the brackets in after each round. And I'll clean it up later. And then, do you win any prizes? The winning deck list is going to be the deck list I build next in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. And I suppose if y'all are interested, you can also have... a signed card. But we'll do future tournaments of similar setup. I will be posting... again, a reminder for the brackets. Once we finalize the brackets, I will be posting the brackets in the announcements channel of my Discord. So the room ID will be there all the way towards the top of the start of today's announcements in the Notific Stay Friends channel. It's the first channel under the announcements. Y'all have to click the proper thing in the rules to access the rest of the server. So make sure you actually pay attention to which shamrock that y'all click on. The shamrock's there to ward off bots. You're only there to fill up space in the tournament bracket, goodness me. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to go ahead and check in with Arross, and then I will be doing last minute check-in. And then I'll be doing last minute check-in. Gotta finish the cake. Oh, Tab Smack, welcome on in. Yeah, no, you're good. I got you checked them. Like... I think everybody's checked in for the most part. We're just seeing if there's any other last minute entries. How many people are in the tournament so far? Let's see. Right now we have 9 players, assuming that... Let me double check everyone's check-in. So here's the thing. Once I get you checked in, I also need to double check who's physically here in the chat. Is there a separate check-in to submit your deck list? If you didn't submit it via the... I'm pretty sure you already submitted yours via the Google form. So you're already checked in. As long as I can like see what the intended deck list was supposed to be, that's all y'all need to do. So if you didn't do it via the Google form, again, y'all can DM it to me on Discord, but pretty much everyone should be... The initial check-in of the deck list submission is checked in. The final check-in going from now, which chat, by the way, going once, going twice. We're gonna close the forum, chat. Going once. Going twice. Alright. 3, 2, 1. If I need to like slot someone in last minute, that's like fine too. Let's call Arross and get Arross in here. Let me find my boogie. Let me make sure they can hear you. Yeah, let's head on over to the Yu-Gi-Oh screen. Oh.
But loud enough for chat? Chat, can you hear me? Hello?
Chat, can y'all hear Arross?
There's a little loud? Oh, damn, okay.
Oh, I mean, I can turn Arross down.
Oh, I forget my Fugi. Give me a sec.
Yeah, I was about to say, but I didn't want to mention. Arross should sound much better now. Oh, Happy Dragon, you're here spectacular. Hello, BK, how are you?
Alrighty.
Uh-huh.
There we go. Why are you in my ears? I'm in your head. I'm in your head. I'm not gonna get out of your head.
Let me update the Twitch title so they know you're here.
True. True.
Chat, do we have any Arross fans in the chat? Do we have any Arross fans in the chat?
No, but we have a lot of hate watchers.
What? We have hate watchers.
My entire community is just built around that. All of them are hate watchers.
That's crazy.
Love you, Arross. You too, Julio. I know you're a hate watcher. Love you too.
Okay, so
I
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Yes.
We have an odd number of players, but if I put one more person in, there's still going to be an extra round. So I think we just force someone to like play it out early and deal.
All right, that seems all right. That seems all right.
Chat, are you ready to kick off this tournament? Also, I don't know if you can see the YouTube chat, so apologies in advance. Oh, Biz, thank you for the headphones. So I'm going to be scrambling the bracket right now. But we're gonna do a last minute double check that everyone's here. So I saw Ollie. I saw Eric. Happy Dragon just showed up in. House Dragon Maid is here. Bella is here. Taps Mag is here. Poon 12 is here. True Moose, you're also here.
Seems like there's quite a few people here.
Is Lapis here? Lapis Invertido. Is Inverted Pencil in the room with us right now? If not, I think we're going to be kicking it off at 6:10. So I'll give him like a just over 5 minutes for any last minute in case something's happening.
All right, give me the rundown. What's the deck distribution looking like? What kind of decks are we looking at?
Oh, you're going to have to find out for some of them. I will say you can expect a couple different things. There's going to be some. This is definitely going to be some waifu piles. Some waifu
piles. Oh, okay. I'm a fan of those.
Waifu piles. I think you can also anticipate. I think the best way to describe this is. I don't even have a good word. Let's just say there's a lot of hand traps.
The hand trap deck.
Yeah,
the
hand
Joshua
trap
Schmidt
deck.
special.
I think there's also a. I think we have a couple Ray Dai fans in the chat if you feel.
Okay, I understand that. I get that. Raymond Young Dai does play the special one Ray deck.
Oh, I guess you also play what's the word? Yubel. I think we have some kind of Habakiri. We have some kind of Habakiri going on.
Let's go, Habakiri slop!
True. We have a. I'm just going to describe this as cybers of all time. Take that how you will.
Okay, we got some cyber slop. I'm not a fan, but you know, to each their own.
Assuming that... Actually, Amazing Dragon. That's all I'm going to say. Amazing Dragon.
Amazing Dragon.
Amazing Dragon. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I don't think I've heard of that before.
It has less to do with the archetype and more to do with a single blood.
Okay.
It's related to an archetype, 100%. All I'm gonna say, Amazing Dragon. Well, we're gonna see if Lapis is here. Otherwise, I suppose I don't have to worry about that deck. At least I don't have to play that deck. Oh, so of this ambiguity that you've heard of, what deck are you vying for?
I mean, if there's Bell, I gotta root for my own kind, you know, Bell, but I'm kind of hoping that there's something more creative out there, something that doesn't like necessarily blend in with the current meta format. Something that might mayhaps be funny, for example, like Manslop. That would be very funny.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. I think as of currently, I don't want to give out too many biases. I will say one of the decks I told you in that list of decks is a lie.
Okay.
You're gonna have to find out which one.
Gotcha. Okay.
Alright.
So how many rounds are we looking for right now?
Well, assuming that we do not get our last check-in, we are going to be finding ourselves with a double elim with, let's see, 1, 2, 3. About 3 initial rounds, and then we have to watch losers finals before finals.
Okay.
Will I copy the same rarity? No, I cannot afford to copy the same rarity. Oh, hello, Conium. How are you? It's time for Punk to shine too. If you didn't know what Amazing Dragon was, that's what Amazing Dragon is.
For Punk?
Mm-hmm.
Do they have a dragon card?
Uh-huh. You just don't
Is
see
it the synchro one?
because everyone stops him at Rising Corp.
Ah, that's fair.
Yeah, you can lose twice before being sent to the Abyss. So how it works is we have our first round. We have our first round, and losers from the first round enter into the losers bracket. Anyone who loses in subsequent rounds also ends up in the losers bracket. So, in theory, someone who loses in the first round can fight their way all the way back up to the top to defeat the undefeated.
You have a chance of redemption.
Ooh. Alright, well, we're at 10 minutes, so, chat, I'm gonna scramble the bracket. And I'm going to go ahead and screen share the bracket with y'all. Let's head to the Dragon Nails tab. Shoutouts, Dragon Nails. Shoutouts to the bracket. So this is going to be our official round 1. Let me go ahead and post this in the Discord. So chat, in round 1, we have Poon versus Tabsmag, True Moose versus Bello, Ari versus House Dragon Nate. We have Happy Dragon versus Avatar Eric. So all y'all gotta do is just find each other in the duel room and duel. Make sure you have your proper deck. Make sure you have your proper deck set up. take yourselves over to the YGO Duel room and sign up. By sign up, I mean get on your tables.
It's time to duel!
Because the room is set to the Master Duel timer, y'all can start your duels anytime you want from this point forward. And we'll let y'all know when the rounds are up. I'll also be putting in the Discord when the rounds are starting and when the rounds end. Yep, you're already good to start. So good luck, duelists. We'll give it a little bit before we hop into a spectate. I hope no one pulls up.
Royal. Can I get a share screen?
Ooh, let me share screens with you all.
There we are.
We coming through, we coming through. Alright, so.
Looks like Stone's already going.
Again, Coon 12 versus Tavsmag, True Moose versus Bello, Ari versus House Dragon Maid, and Happy Dragon versus Avatar Ellie. No, I mean, Coon, do you have a different Master Duel username? Oh, your in-game name is Helios? My bad, my bad. Let me add that in the parentheses. There we go. Alright, alright. We'll give it a little bit to, you know, let some of these matches cook before we hop right in. And in the subsequent rounds, I'll have 2 different brackets. Just find your name in the announcements channel when I read it out. We'll have the losers bracket and the winners bracket. Double elim, and well, we're gonna go as long as it's gonna have to go. Your corn, no problem. Let me update that. I'm sure they'll figure it out. Alright, chat. Let's go ahead and hop into one of these duels. Arross, are you ready to watch some Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel?
I am ready to watch some Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel.
I'm gonna start with Table 3, because I like their icon flames.
Yeah, one's got a festive one. Bello with a very, very Christmassy festive one.
Yeah, we're a week away from Quimbus.
Dang, we are? Oh my god.
I know.
Oh, that does not feel good. The year's almost over.
I like these Master Duel sleeves. Where do we get these sleeves? Is that Chinese? Is that Japanese?
I'm actually not sure.
These are really unique sleeves. So, chat, we have the classic set 1 maxi.
But it's Gem Knights! This might be going first Gem Knights, though. A little bit more difficult to OTK with this deck.
Going first.
Ooh, gets Effect Veilered on the Neppy.
We do have the immediate maxi drawn to hand trap type scenario.
Doesn't matter, we still have Dispersion, okay.
Alright.
We still have 4 combo with it.
You know, we had an interesting discussion the other day in my chat about how, you know, how Master Duel still has like maxi legal along with the 20s.
Yeah.
And
I mean, OCG has something similar, right?
I think so. I will say that, like, with the way that Master Duel's format exists, even though people don't like maxi, I think people have just like adjusted to the playstyle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so too. It's like I am somewhat more on the side of liking Maxi than not liking Maxi, purely because it stops a lot of the combo slot piles and makes duels more prolonged. Usually, if your deck, can play around maxis. Sometimes if you don't, if you just play pure combo, you get screwed. But that's, you're playing that in like a maxi format, so.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's to the point of, like, one of Master Duel's biggest metas, which was also very popular on paper, Telements, right? Like, in order to punish a deck that has so much gas, Maxi is actually kind of necessary. Especially in a best-of-1 format. Blind.
Ooh, the Gem Knight is... Might have lethal here?
We bounced?
This does look like lethal.
Do we have the walk, though? Do we have the walk? We're extending? We have the imperm coming down.
This is okay. This imperm should not matter.
I mean, we're trying to attempt to reduce the current board state power level.
I mean, it was either hit Ruby or hit the Quartz here, and then he had lethal either way, I think. You need another, like, Veiler or Imperm on top of this. Let's see if he remembers, though. Oh! Uh-oh.
Uh-oh?
Actually, I think this is still lethal. Yeah, anything that's summoned off of Quartz cannot actually attack directly.
Ah.
But he still has lethal nonetheless.
You see, Chad, this is why we're in a double elim bracket. Who knows what was in the hand? Like, no one knows who was in the hand. What was in the hand.
We don't even know what they were playing.
Yeah, we have no idea. Also, I probably should have told people where to, like, submit their results. That's probably a good idea. Congrats to Trumus. Gem Knights go in second. Let me fire off the bracket.
Here, while you do that, we could probably like take a look at like another game.
Probably. Good idea. Let's go see if any matches are still going on. This is really ominous. How did they get, like, no icon?
I don't know, actually.
I'm kind of impressed. How did they get no icon? Or, like, is it the Wicked Avatar, maybe? But, like, the flame covers the egg.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It might be the Wicked Avatar. Alright, let's see. We're starting out with Korn going first. Oh! Neospatian Aquadove. Okay, so we have some Infernobles. We already see hand knowledge. And it is a... Oh, this is a classic matchup. Okay, we got Infernobles versus Tenpai. Okay, so what we saw in the Tenpai hand was a Gamma Seal, two names of Tenpai, one being a Restarted Hydra, and then the two others I don't really exactly remember, but we already have Isolde, utilizing or equip spell already, and we're getting Ray for some reason. Okay, so I'm assuming this is the new version of Infernoble Knights that uses the new Zero, which takes any two monsters to make the new Ray Zero, which is two warriors into Isolde. Now we are trying to make a King of Feralips. Never mind, this is not Infernoble Knights at all. This is some sort of pile slop.
I mean, there was a lot of pile decks out there. There's sure are pile decks out there.
I appreciate this. This is my jam right here. This is what slop is all about. Cramming everything into one deck.
So, okay, if you're on the slop pile, are you a fan? Are you a bigger fan of Telements with, like, Horus stuff, or do you prefer Tier with Fiendsmith stuff?
I don't even really count tier elements as like a slot pile per se. It's like their own play style to just have like tier names, and they can't really play pure to begin with, so it's like they're kind of forced to play other names. or other decks that like work well with them. I mean, I'm more along the lines of liking the Fiendsmith version because, you know, any 2 bodies is another starter for them, and allows them to extend past their normal plays. And Horse just doesn't have as much utility and pressure as it used to anymore. Or a lot of our stuff doesn't target anymore, or it does target but doesn't destroy. So Horse is not as good anymore.
Interesting. I don't know, there's a lot of surprisingly splashable engines these days for pile decks. Like, you see people, like, wanting, like... There was a lot of, like, Millennium Snake Eyes for a hot minute, and that has really, like, stuck around as one of those, like, popular sub-engines, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Ooh, okay. Can we still convert into... Oh, we can. We're going to Princess for this. Okay, so we are still able to go into Infernal Knights by pivoting away, having a level 4, summoning it back with Princess, and making our main pivot point is Angelica here. And Angelica is a 1-card combo into Double Charles by herself.
Convenient that all the Nova Knight cards happen to also be Fire Archetype.
They are some hot guys.
That was a woman!
Okay, Angelica is a hot woman. This is true. But majority of them are hot guys.
We stand woman in male dominant fields.
Okay, let's see. Can we get the second Charles? It seems like we have a misplaced Link Arrow. No hand traps during this entire thing, which feels bad. Okay, destroying, popping Promethean Princess. Okay, so it doesn't seem like we're running any sort of like Link 4 to get rid of that extra Battling Boxer. And placing the Charles right over the Battling Boxer, clogging our Link Arrow still.
I mean, I think honestly the line here at this point, because you set up the board like this, is just to get Princess into play.
True, maybe they just don't have enough stuff inside their extract to like get rid of that body. Besides this,
Kaiju.
And they showed that they had a Kaiju, so having a not double Charles is kind of here.
Okay, we've gotten rid of already level 8. Hello Tempai.
Oh, Ash Blossom.
Hello,
and
Ash
then
Blossom.
they have...
Do we have the Chandra?
They have to draw one of 3 cards here. Either the Kaiman, the Field Spell, or Chandra here.
No, we're going to synchro off. No, we're going to link off and steal their princess?
Oh, for Hita! Wait a second!
Oh, this is spicy. This is spicy. Hello,
I like these plays. These are some good plays. They have prayers.
Okay,
they're gonna blow up. However, this might be a mistake, though. Hita does trigger off of this.
Ooh, but Call by the Grave! Oh gosh. The Hita line was a really good line here.
The Hita was a very smart play.
Ooh.
Now I don't see them winning at all.
This is looking really unfortunate on Helios' side. They were cooking! They really were cooking!
We got Sky Striker, Ace, Ray, and then Battle Phase is lethal here.
It is lethal.
Actually, it is because we have Ray.
Ash did definitely hook. I think without the Ash Blossom, that was a clear line for just, you know.
Indeed, that was.
Very good duels on both sides. But chat, this is also why double elimination bracket is very great. Because sometimes you just don't have it. Let's check in on the bracket and how things have shaken out for everyone else. So we went ahead and we saw how that went between Horn and Helios. That was a very interesting build, I agree. Okay, Ollie, House Dragon Maid, how did y'all shake out? How did y'all shake out? Actually, I can check in the room. Or not? Oh, okay, yeah. I can check in the room. Okay. Good job, Sam. Congratulations for Ollie for making it to the next round in the winner's bracket. Congratulations to Eric for making it to the next round in the winner's bracket.
Nice.
So let me go ahead and post the updated brackets over on the YGO Discord. So for the winner's bracket, we have Kazmag aka Corn versus True Moose. Winner's bracket. And then we have Ari versus Eric. Then in the loser's bracket, we are going to have Helios versus Bello and House Dragon Maid versus Happy Dragon. Dragon on dragon violence. So those of y'all in the winner's bracket, y'all still have, you know, you don't have to worry if you lose this round. Those of y'all in the loser's bracket, you're fighting for your life right now. Y'all can head on over to your tables, and once y'all link up, y'all can go ahead and start on the next round. How do you report? It's okay, Aubrey. I checked your results myself. I have the ability to check the results in the room.
Best of 1 or best of 3? Best of 1.
It's best of 1 until we get to semifinals, which would be the losers finals. And so next round. Next round is when we start best of 3s, I think. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be the semifinals.
So after this round is when we start best of 3 for semifinals and finals. I got y'all in, so y'all don't need to worry about reporting because y'all are good. Y'all are good. So again, a reminder, we have Ollie versus Eric, Chumus versus Korn. We have Helios aka Kun versus Bello, House Dragon Maid versus Happy Dragon Happy. Yeah. Ollie's name is Ollie. With the IP mask going on. And once y'all make it to the tables, y'all can start whenever. Oh, LDS, welcome on in. Thank you for the hydrate, posture check, head pat, snack, and which head pat. There's a lot going on with that one.
Hello, LDS.
Let me pull this over here so y'all can give head pats to all of us. Okay,
there we go. Although when I'm twerking, it kind of goes lower though, so
it's fine. It's fine.
It works out.
That was a really good line though. Like, obviously I'm biased towards Chundra, but they were definitely cooking.
They were definitely trying to cook with the Sheeta, but unluckily, the other had a call by the grave, you know. Otherwise, I think they would have won there, actually.
Sheeta's also a really good line, chat. If y'all don't know, like, if Princess does get onto board to pop and, you know, your opponent isn't smart enough to, like, realize you shouldn't pop Hita. If Hita gets popped off Princess because they're trying to, like, you know, cut you off from a line, then you get to switch another Tenpai monster anyway. So it's a pretty good line regardless, because it either allows you to get to their princess or it insulates their play, assuming they have any other kind of pop. Alright, I think enough time has passed that we can start checking out some of these duels. So let's see. Who have we not watched? I don't think we've seen Eric or Ollie, so I think we're gonna go ahead and spectate this one.
Alright.
Yeah, the one of Callby is definitely a rough feeling. But you know, that is just how Yu-Gi-Oh! Mask Duel shakes down sometimes.
Okay, we lose coin toss, so Ari's going first, and it seems we're starting off with Cybers. Immediately Ash Blossom though. That's an
Find that
amazing trade-off.
mining catches Ash Blossom almost as hard as Brain Fusion.
Ooh. Ooh, this is a really rough start for Ari. Oh.
It all
I
depends on what we
believe that they
have
might
in
be
the
playing Ignis
hand.
or Malice.
Oh, the subtraction.
Okay, of course. They always have the extenders.
Oh, please, welcome on in. You're going to find out soon that this is definitely a cyber style, just not the modern kind.
Okay, all I see off of this though is just add Ignister arrival though. So I don't really see any other board protection or board state beyond one Omni negate.
Oh, I mean, you gotta make do with what you have. We did have to play through Ash Blossom and Effect Yellow.
Oh, never mind. We have Dark Fluid instead. Okay.
Alright. That is definitely a cyburst of all time.
It is. Oh, and we have Punks.
Here we go. Ogre Dance in hand. No response. At least not yet. And we are live. Oh, Meaty, welcome on in.
Ari potentially has 2 to 3 interruptions here.
Let's see. If we want to know what is it, Entis, we could get rid of the Z Armin off board. Oh wait, no, it's not. It has to be a Cyberse monster.
They're sending Packbit for body
Packbit.
removal.
Oh.
But that does also discard a card, which means that they don't have a hand trap. Oh, it was a hand trap, but they wanted the discard.
Interesting. I think that is it's definitely a choice of all time, chat. Between Impulm and sending Packbit, which sometimes I forget Packbit is a Cyberse monster, you do have to kind of choose what you prioritize, either removing bodies or removing effects. And I think in the current meta going blind, we're so link dependent that being able to scale a body does go a long way.
Really does, especially since they don't go to the graveyard. And you know, we have a bunch of graveyard effects right now.
So I do think that's actually a really smart line, going completely blind. Because if a lot of the times, chat, if you like Valor or Implement something, they just link it off into their link one and, you know, just kind of just roll from there.
Let's see, does Eric have anything to push off of this?
Oh no, we'll have to see. They're probably trying to think of what they want to do here. We might not have any response.
Ooh.
Now, I think
this is really bad.
There's one punk line if they are doing gold pride here that stops this, but this might just be.
I think this is just game. Yeah. And the disrespect by sending another card!
Oh my god, they sent another card! It's multiplication!
21,000 damage!
That's some big damage.
That is a lot of damage.
Stop, they're already dead? I feel that, LDS. Alright, well, I mean... Sometimes you do have to, like we said, yeah, you do gotta pick and choose your battles. And always pick the right battle there between the Impulm and the push-up, you know. Sometimes scaling something goes really crazy in the modern meta. But don't worry, chat. We're gonna see Eric real soon because they still have time. Let's see. Who have we not spectated? I guess we haven't seen Happy or... I don't think we've seen either of these duelists, actually.
Table 2 we have not seen, yeah.
Yeah. It's not even a double tap. 3 KO attack would be enough. Out 0 to 3 opponents. Ooh. Oh, very sweet. We're in round 2, but you're gonna get a lot of games after this round. Because round 3 starts our best of 3. We have set 4 paths.
Versus Branded.
Blazing Cartesia.
Alright, are they starting out with the Cartesia with Albaz in hand?
Ooh.
With Secretarian!
Alright, so we might have a Draco Tail angle here. But this is a nice float for Branded. And we opened with Branded in white. Despine Tragedy has already hit the graveyard.
Already with Lubellion. I think this is gonna be lethal if we don't have any other... If we don't activate anything at all right now. Okay,
We
so
have
we
the
have
Royal Impulse. That's definitely a move of all time. We do need to get something on the board though, as is right now. We are sitting in some dangerous territory. Ooh! We have
Daruma saving us.
Okay.
Okay.
Royal Daruma. And we have Trap Trick.
And this is a lab.
Hello, big welcome Labyrinth. And hello, Lady Lab. We're gonna hit the board and do a little tag out. Yeah, best of 3 is next round.
Battle phase hitting Secretarian. Okay.
Yeah.
End phase here. Not sending anything, so I'm assuming the 2 cards in hand are hand traps right now.
That's a good assumption. You would think if they had any other lab engine, they'd be fine when you roll. We have Maxi, which is kind of an unfortunate draw, but at least they fired it off before Branded Food. Now, I don't want to make any assumptions, but I think this might be a Max Liberty Labyrinth deck.
It is a very shiny deck. I think every single card has been a royal rare.
A very shiny deck. You gotta respect the commitment.
Okay, there goes our lady. Quite unfortunate.
Do we
I
have
think
anything
this might be
else?
death.
Or is that going to... Ooh, we did out the lady.
Yep.
And down comes the chandelier. Solid dueling, very unexpected duel mechanic. It does look though that we didn't really have a lot of extenders when it came to the additional cards in the hand. It does happen. It does happen. Congrats to both duelists. Let me go ahead and really quick. Let me tally up these new rounds, and then we
had Ari, Happy, and Born.
And let's get to the beginning of this replay as I update the brackets. A reminder that we're gonna be doing best of 3 in the next round.
We have Helos choosing to go second. I remember, is this the Tempai deck? Oh, fighting TGs. Interesting. I've not seen TG in forever. Alright, we got Salamander Zombie tagging out like a low fire blossom for the tank grub. And this will make us I believe this is the level 2. Yep, the Mighty Striker. And Mighty Striker grabs us one of our spells. Now, the spell we want is the All Clear, which is a continuous spell which allows us to extend even past this and helps us to search our final pieces. Now, Screw Serpent is one of the better cards that we have in TG because it allows us to produce more bodies, and which then we'll try to link up, I believe, into the Link 3 at some point here. Okay, we got the level 5, which is basically like the usual junk speeder, but from the graveyard. Now we have TG Hyper Librarian. We're gonna get a lot of card draw. Okay. Huge. Star Guardian. Okay, so 1 card draw. Alright, special summon Screw Serpent from hand.
I do really like that token a lot.
The grub token?
It is
I
really
do like the grub
cute.
token.
It's really cute. It's nice to see like a more like down to earth synchro deck. I feel like with Centurion running around and all the blue eye stuff, all you ever see is like queens and dragons. Just don't get me wrong, that's like
That's true.
fun and all, you know. But like, chat, there's other single ones.
I don't know if I would consider this necessarily a down-to-earth synchro deck per se,
Yeah,
because
it
it does
feels-
turbo out like a lot of negates.
Feels down to earth to me. I will say there was a lot of pressure in this match. This is going to be the elimination for one of these two duelists. And like the sun that will rise, we have that kaiju blue to no, Corn's hand here. Bello has TG close with a lightning storm.
Alright, this is not looking good for Bello right now.
Engage, droplets, and engage. Very cute standard slice like attack. If y'all don't know, chaining it will allow you to still resolve, but also send the engage. And we have heavy storm. This is a
no called by here.
Sky Striker moment of all time, you know? This is the way deck, by the way. Yubel was a lie.
Oh, Yubel was a lie? No!
I'm sorry.
My favorite deck! Alright, he has 2 Widow Anchors here, and 2 unknown cards.
Alright. We're going to get our kaiju back, link it up, and who are we going into? Hello, Hita!
Right? Hitting Hita, trying to go for Yellow Chandra.
Hello, Genroku.
And let's see if Bello has an Ash Blossom here.
We have Widow Anchor 2 as well to grab their mighty strike.
Smart choice. Okay, Pydra.
Hydra, we don't see anything yet.
And now we get Chandra.
Oh, Chandra! Get him, Chandra! You played against Yubel? Oh my god, wait, maybe there was Yubel.
Oh. Ooh. I'm rooting for that person.
My draw 20 relaxing gold. Exactly! Senpai moment of all time. This is true.
I think this is the end of Bello.
It might just be, which is very unfortunate. I really was rooting for the glove. But, Chandra.
Chandra. And that is GG.
Alright.
That was loser's bracket, right?
Mm-hmm. So that's game over to Helios. Bello, thank you for coming out. Thank you for playing. House Dragon Maid, thank you for playing. Chat, let's go check in on our updated scores if y'all didn't see. And I'll pull up the bracket in just a moment. So this round, we have... Y'all just saw Helios into Bello. We had seen Happy versus House Dragon. Y'all saw very early on the power of Firewall Dragon with Ollie versus Eric. And lastly, we have Korn versus True Moose, which means Korn is going to be going into the winners semifinals. So this starts the best of 3. So in this round of 3, best of 3, the loser picks the turn order after game 1. So y'all must communicate with each other, alright? This is going to be no siding, no nothing. Winner's bracket. Winner's bracket, we have Ollie versus Korn. Let me go ahead and bring up our bracket. So winner's bracket, we have Ollie versus Korn. Then we are going to start the semi-finals for the losers bracket. You'll have a chance to come back from this. So what's going to happen from this point forward, chat? whoever wins the winners semifinals is going to have a short bye for a round. Because what's going to happen is the losers semifinals is going to play out. Whoever wins this match has to play the loser from the winner's bracket in order to get to finals. So for our losers bracket, which like they should pick a different name for that. That sounds kind of demeaning, but I suppose that's the proper name. We have Eric versus Helios, and we have True Moose versus Happy.
Alrighty. Let's see them get into their proper tables.
Yeah. So we're gonna head to our tables. Y'all find each other. So in between matches, whether it's on Discord or in chat, whoever loses gets to decide the turn order for the next match. So communicate with each other to make sure who's going first or second. The first match is decided completely random. So whoever wins the coin toss, you get your preferred pick. So whoever loses game 1 gets to pick if they go first or second for game 2. And whoever loses game 2 decides if they pick first or second for game 3. So a reminder that is Eric versus Helios, True Moose versus Happy, and it looks like Aubrey and Corn already got onto the table. So just play the first game regularly, but make sure y'all link up with each other for games 2 and 3. You saw Cinco summons in the battle phase and you were... That's definitely Chandra. That's definitely Chandra. So chat Arross, do y'all have any matches y'all want to check out? This is gonna take a little bit to wrap up, so...
Ooh, I think I want to spectate the True Moose one, actually.
Yeah? Alright, let's get in on this one. Well, give it a second to cook chat. Good luck to all of our competitors in the start of the semi-final round. Whoever makes it out from table 1's gonna have a little bit of a break as we finish up the rest of, the bracket. So let's get on the table and let's see what we have going on. We have going second with a Maxi in hand. That is
shotgunning Maxi.
Okay. YGO Fatima is live. We're waiting on a potential, but no response. We just gotta figure out what we're sending for a fusion.
Okay, so we have a Draco Tail branded mixture. I believe we've seen this, but the majority of the time it was mostly branded.
We're finally starting with the Draco Tail stuff.
Alright, getting rid of fusion duplication and getting Sarnir into the grave.
And this does let us foolish a branded spell or trap. So. Or a Abyssal one, so whichever they feel like. So we have branded Retribution. It's definitely a line of all time. You see this in pretty much like every branded opening. We're heading straight into the Mirrorgate.
And nothing else. Okay, I'm surprised.
I'm also surprised. I was really thinking they would take a different angle. If y'all don't know branded chat, we are going to have an opening on Lightning Storm. And if y'all don't know branded, we have Maxi. Alright, interesting.
Alright.
You have a lot of end phase effects with branded, you know. So you normally anticipate them doing a lot of board building in the end phase and also on your turn. Now, Mirrorgate's effect. Oh,
I'm very surprised by this. I don't know why they didn't use the Mirror Jade effect to at least send something to the graveyard here.
I don't know if you can mirror Jade effect when nothing's on board.
Hey, can Mirror Jade affect itself? Or is it only opponents?
Banish one monster on the field.
Oh wait, no, that's right. They shuffled back Albaz, didn't they? Yeah, never mind then.
Yeah, we didn't have the line for it. But we
Alright.
do have Maxi live. So right now, if we don't clear the board, Mirror Jade's lingering effect is going to clear the Gem Knight's board unless they have protection from effect disruption.
Well, they better have something within the next summon because now they are protected.
We have Gem Knight boards, and do we have anything on Happy Zone? It's kind of the other thing with these pile decks, which like decks like Branded have a lot of cards. They tend to run like 460 deck cards because the deck building is honestly just that tight. The problem though with some of these pile decks is you do have less space allocated to like proper hand traps and interruptions.
Maxi is a lot less value for Branded than it is for other decks that are like 40 cards.
So we do have to keep in mind, because they have Saronia, yeah, just like you mentioned, Dragon Maid. Because they have Saronia, we do know Bystials can be live. So that could potentially eke them out a little bit of room and leverage when it comes to the battle phase. We also don't know what else is in the deck. There could be a lot of other cards masked in with what they have going on.
Master Diamond, okay. We're extending. The only thing that would have been able to kill us there was a combination of Nib and a Bystial.
Unfortunately, we just do not see the cards. Rough
Not
day
at
for
all.
Branded. But big day for Gem Knights. Big day for Gem Knights, chat.
We love Gem Knights! Let's go!
All of us loves Gem Knights, chat. Shout out to Gem Knights. Alright, well that is game 1 though. So don't worry, chat. Happy is not out of it yet. Happy does get to decide if they go first or second in the following round. So I suppose like when it comes to Gem Knights, it's I don't know if there's
Happy
like
might even up to go second here.
I don't know if that's a great answer. I mean, I guess if it's Draco Tail Branded, you have a couple more options than just pure Branded going second, you know?
That is true.
I still don't know if that's like an amazing thing that you want to do.
I think you could do it definitely though. I mean, the Draco Tail decks canonically can just do either turn mostly. They actually are better off going second because their Ketu does become a fusion spell rather than just a Rhoda.
But also, like, you know, this is best of 3 type format, so we have options if you have your deck built for that kind of thing in mind. So I guess Master Duel is the best of 1 format, so it's hard to say. But make sure y'all get in touch with each other to decide who's going first or second for your next 1 or 2 additional matches. Let's see what's going on the other table. Let's check back in on what I'm assuming one of these 2 has to be, well, if we haven't seen it.
I'm surprised we've gone this long without seeing any Yubel.
I mean, allegedly, according to Aubrey, there's a Yubel out there somewhere. So one of these
might be it.
pile decks, gotta have it. We have Max C now, and we are going to chain to the lobby. This is a good place to Max C because they've already committed the resources for a lot of the initial setup for the Fiendsmith. So at this point, it looks like we're going to probably be sending it as is. We have the other engraver engraved.
Oh, they are just gunning for it. Okay.
You know, sometimes you say, oh, gas, no, wait. So that
I'm surprised they haven't drawn a hand trap yet.
kind of a dangerous decision into certain matchups. You know what I mean?
Certainly, yeah. I don't believe Helios was not the Tempai player, I believe.
I believe that Helios was trying to remember there. Trying to remember what their response was. What their submitted deck was. It's escaping me.
Ooh, how many cards are we looking at in Helios's main deck right now? I think Eric might just be trying to deck them out.
We're looking at 27 cards. That's not an impossible task for Punk, all things considered. Though it is a pretty rough task.
27 summons? Yeah, that might be a little too difficult, I think.
If we were on Maxi and Fool, I would say take the challenge. So we also don't know what's still in this deck. A lot of the Punk engine does like to kind of splash itself into Gold Pride. So if we do have a line into Gold Pride, you have a lot of flexibility. Okay, we have Pep here. We have a lot of flexibility for interaction on your opponent's turn. On top of also, I'm under the assumption that since Punk isn't going to lock us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm surprised I didn't do anything else with that.
I mean, this is full combo board, but...
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's rough. That's rough, chat. That's a board breaker
That is
all
very
time.
rough.
And we're gonna shuffle back the Go Soga. We have the hand knowledge, talents, strong chord. We're going to ask into the void, but chat,
I don't even think it matters.
We're sitting on a 14 card hand. This is now Eric does have less life points, so technically, oh no, we're going up. We're going up. Oh no, we're going up. We're still 400 under, but ooh, and there is the last upstart goblin.
And that outs...
Yeah, that outs the Pep. Honestly, kind of impressive. Yeah, I mean, you know what? At this point, you don't even need the Kaiju, you know? I haven't seen my Kaiju, so I'm gonna upstart you out of the rain. Kind of insane luck. There's 14 cards left in the deck. So the talent search for that was pretty good.
I'm surprised about these early usages of hand traps from Eric, actually.
I mean, we have the full hand knowledge, so...
We could just be saving a lot of this for the Tempai side of this deck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it wouldn't have mattered, actually. This is why the Ogre was tacticsed away.
This makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. And we have Tundra.
Okay, we were completely doomed from the start.
I'm assuming we have all of our other names in hand. That's what I'm assuming. Hello, you know who. Yeah, we are doing a tournament.
Apparently, we do have all of our names in hand.
Mm-hmm. That's also another thing to consider, but that's also the danger of Striker Tempai, is that even if you have all the Tempai names, getting access to all your spell and trap cards allows you to start breaking apart your opponent's board. The Gordian Slicer was also just a really rough start. But don't worry, chat. That's just game 1. We do have other games. Let's see how the Chumu's happy matchup is going.
Let's see, they're round 2, I believe.
I believe this should be game 2, unless they've already made it to game 3. Lacrima effect, yeah, I was surprised that we ended on sequence, no Lacrima, though maybe we just didn't have the materials for it.
Alright, Chumu's going first. Chumu's with the going second Gem Knights and happy with the branded Draco Tail pile here.
So after the first game, we said, you know what? I'm gonna send Gem Knights first.
They do end up on an Omni Negate despite that. I don't know if they have any other plans with their Gem Knight deck though, but it does look like they are making a going second build.
Going second is a pretty solid choice, especially into like a blind hole. Okay, we already
Alright,
have
this is
Salie.
incredibly high value here.
And we opened with the Fatima.
Oh, okay.
That's an interesting interaction that we're going to get the banish. But we're gonna...
We still get the banish.
Yeah, we get the banish. We're gonna fusion off though, this one.
And we get a 2-pop plus follow-up for later. Okay, wait, hold.
But we do have to offer it. But we are going to send branded opening, which we're gonna grab in the end phase.
Oh,
is Eric here on YouTube? Eric's on YouTube. Eric, you and Quan need to figure out who's going first or second. If y'all in the Discord, maybe y'all can meet up there. But if not, I suppose let me know. Let them know if you're going first or second.
And we're getting rid of the chaos here. Alright, if they can't destroy this board, which is really hard to get rid of actually. Wait a second! Lapis! For the burn! Interesting. Well, that's not necessary though, but let's see what they get within these.
Ooh, and we have a super poly. Alright.
They would need to get rid of the Lady Rose here. Yeah. Because I believe this is the actual only interaction that Trumus has besides the negate in the graveyard.
Yeah. Eric, your opponent's trying to touch base with you as to go who goes first or second. If you could either get to them via Discord or maybe just, you know, I suppose relay that to me and I'll relay that to both of y'all. It's very much Garura. I don't know. We have a lot of Earth monster names.
We do, and a lot of them are Earth Rock. So I believe this might be Garura. This is Garura, yes.
Oh, alright. Understood. Well, no, so... This round, Eric, is a best of 3. Have you played the other 2 games? Or the other, at least the second game? So this round and every round moving forward is a best of 3.
Alright, this is quite unfortunate. I think Happy is going to explode here. There's quite a number of ways where Gem Knights do kill through this. Quite easily, actually.
Alright. Eric would like to go first. You're going to voice the same person, Eric. So you and Helios are gonna run it back. Sorry about that, Helios. Thank you for waiting around.
This is completely lethal.
Yeah, I don't think Blended has a draw here.
There is no draw in the world that can save you besides Battle Fader at this point.
I don't know, they could run Battle Fader.
Battle Fader for one? Nope, they did not draw into Battle Fader.
The one on Battle Fader would go crazy. I'm so used to Duel Live. Alright, well, good efforts to both True Moose and Happy. Is that... I believe that is both matches in the best of 3. So thank you for coming out, Happy. True Moose, we're gonna get you into the losers semi-finals. Meanwhile, we have Ori and Korn running it back, and we have Helios and Eric running it back. I think Helios and Eric just got to the table. So we're gonna check out Game 3 for Ori and Korn. We have the Halloween sleeves versus the live twin sleeve. And we have a Fugolos.
Okay, we got some Mitsurugi.
Definitely a lot of clubs. Definitely a lot of good clubs. It's also interesting how Yu-Gi-Oh picks and chooses certain archetypes to kind of come back, you know?
True. I really like it when they like give more support to like old archetypes. It's one of my favorite things about them.
Hello. We have talent, and woo, we're gonna shuffle back circular.
Nice.
We have Signet Mining. And we're gonna get that circular right back in the hand. But we have Maxi. Honestly, a lot of this is gonna come down to the extenders versus whatever we happen to draw off of all this something. We have
equation, okay.
Is Albert going to hit off field this early? Hello, Albert. And do we have a response to Albert? We're gonna get the diameter. Historically, chat, diameter has a higher win rate than circular. that how
This
you go.
this might be really rough for Corn, I believe. Unless they draw some sort of hand trap really soon. This is setting up. Actually, no, they don't set up the Omni Negate at all. I'm surprised.
I mean, at this point, I think you just go all gas, no blades. Like, say
I mean, you are not protected against you are not protected against Nib here.
I don't think Mathmech has a choice, though. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Why is Diameter at 1? Because they didn't want to hit Soku. We have the Ash
That is very
Blossom
true.
onto Wicked.
This is a very good Ash. Cyber's Wicked technically grants 3 more bodies with Secretary and Wizard, and plus the 1 off of Wizard, so
Alright.
this is a crazy good Ash.
Okay, we're going into a Link. We're going to go into Link Reaper. And that's gonna get us a line for Small World immediately after. We are going to go ahead and use our intellect to try to stop this Small World.
This was always gonna happen.
We're gonna ditch the Impo. We say, you know what, we don't need it. They could have fired it off at the start of the turn, but they said, you know what, it's fine. I'll just play through it.
Alright. Do we remember what the face down was on Cornside? Was that the prayers or was that the trap Omni Negate?
Good question. Good question. Let's see what was said. What did we push up?
We added prayers, okay. Now, depending on how Ari plays this, there we go. Okay, Ari has yet to use Splash Wizard, so this is kind of a risky gamble to see if they have any other hand traps to stop the wizard in hand. Oh, they're not destroyed, actually. I forgot about that. Wicked protects.
And now we have Transcode to offer, so this really is just what's left in the hand.
Oh, no!
Don't count Mathmech down for the count. Oh, he's quite the duelist.
I think this might actually be lethal.
You didn't weed? Oh, God! Chat! A Yu-Gi-Oh player's greatest weakness. Weeding.
Like, at this point right there, that would have been the perfect way to explode the board, but...
Well, actually, they
now
floated
they have nothing.
Wicked, so it wouldn't have mattered.
I believe Wicked only protects those, the ones that points to, and itself. Battle phase here, okay.
Interesting.
Not extending past this. I am surprised. Although this is always lethal to begin with, so...
I mean, you kind of don't want to go any further past this point if you can help it, right?
True, you
do
make
kind of just
want
to get your line. You don't want to give them any more potential hand trap. If they don't nib you before you head to the battle phase, right? Why would you give them another, another opportunity?
That is true.
GG's. Very solid setup on the Mitsurugi board, but unfortunately, Wicked is going to go ahead and grab that win. The hidden effect. Yeah, chat, no one wastes the second effect of Wicked. Everyone says that thing floats 3 bodies? Reading. Congrats to both duelists. But don't worry. Don't walk away just yet, Korn. Because you have a chance to come back. You're gonna get a cute little break. As we figure out how the losers finals is going to shake up. After Eric and Helios' match wraps up, we are going to watch the winner of that match duke it out versus Corn, Tazmag, to see who's going to get back into the bracket. You may just have to run it back, or you may be fighting someone else.
We're starting with Punks here.
Oh. Now it does opt to go first. Now, Punk is another one of those decks that honestly has a lot of really consistent play. Over the years, they've gotten a lot of experience.
Especially the new stuff recently, those cards are really, really strong.
Hello and goodbye, Rising Club. And that's gonna get us to the rest of our line.
I believe this is full combo with Fiendsmith on top of or Monster Negate.
Hello, Pie Stuff. Hello, Horizon Despair. You're new here, what's going on? We're doing a tournament. The hidden effect of Wizard. Wizard.
Alright, here we are reaching into our Fiendsmith line.
Alright. Punk is one of those decks that is definitely like heavily splashable. We've seen it with a lot of different engines over the years. The Fiendsmith engine makes a lot of sense. Punk has a lot of good floating cards. And like they always say, chat, any two names become the Fiendsmith engine.
Oh, making Desiree instead of Caesar.
Oh.
I mean, this does make sense since we do know what Helios is playing. Having to deal with a Sky Striker card. Ooh, ashing the first thing is an interesting choice.
That's a hard decision. Because sometimes you assume, right? Sometimes you assume that that's their only play. On the flip side, you kind of don't want to... Ooh, and this is the classic Sky Striker opening.
Draw
Hello,
2, Afterburner.
Oh, maneuver into
yeah.
drop it? That is... Ooh, but we do have our Hung Supply. That still does get off.
This is a lot of premature destruction, I think, but we don't. It doesn't seem like we have any plays past this. So
Is this a summon max C? I don't have Typhon angle.
I guess so.
That's crazy. I mean, so Fiendsmith is one of those engines, chat, that like it doesn't close out the game on its own. Like you see a lot of these like high power Turn 2 decks. It's definitely like a deck that prefers to like make sure you can play a little bit of control. You get into a little bit of a grind game with it, you know? So it all really depends on like what else Helios has. We do have Desiree's Effect live again. It is a soft, you know, it is a once per twin type heal. So.
Now we're on a top deck scenario. We need like 2 cards at least to deal with this board.
We do have a lot of spells in Grave, so any Sky Striker spell could potentially do it, but it's not looking really hot. How did that end up working out? Who knows? This may just end up being Desiree Beatdown, which is honestly not a bad position to be in.
They kind of only need like another body and then that's lethal. Unless they have some sort of droplets in the back row, which I suspect they might hear.
They might. I mean, honestly, even if you have a hand trap, you might just want to try to, like, go into any latent links here. Because honestly, like, you're not sitting on much right now unless you have another body for your, you know, Shokusa. Desiree in its own is definitely going to be putting up enough pressure. You have to have enough cards to play through the Desiree on-field effect.
True.
And leaving us at
What-
500 life points cuts us off from a lot of stuff.
What Eric could do here is go into Lacrima to try to finish off this turn. Oh, never mind.
True, the Lacrima boy. There's a chance that maybe we just didn't fit it into the extra deck, you know? Or maybe they didn't consider the line. Thank you for the hydrate.
Now, what can kill Eric here is a sort of destruction or sort of negate on the Desiree and then going into Sky Striker. I don't think that was it, though. We just needed either a Ray or a Upstart.
Even Rose would get us an okay line.
This might just be lethal.
Well, we're gonna have to see. And there's the normal summon Lily. I mean, in this position, you see yourself in a pretty good spot. Like, even if you don't go into the entire Fiend's defense, right? There's Lacrima. Even if you don't go Lacrima, you just tap what's in defense. Desiree's gonna make sure whatever gets flipped face up isn't gonna, you know, pop off. You want it over with Desiree, and then you just get in with your Punk Monster.
Maybe Eric is wondering if they're gonna play into Nib here, I guess. Alright. Just to make sure here.
Oh, and we have the Kokai Miro Drago.
Interesting. Okay.
Hey,
I mean, Helios can still survive this.
believe. That's yeah, with the droplet in mind. I mean, they're gonna have to fire off Desiree. No, they can't, huh?
And now they can't out the Drago.
Oh, they can't. I mean, when there's a will, there's a way. We were talking about the potential line here with the droplet. The real question is, does this deck have Lacrima? And I don't think we have the space for Lacrima.
I assume they did, because I remember seeing Caesar before, so I do believe they do play Lacrima. It's just Desiree was picked because they know the matchup was better off on the Desiree side, because they can negate all the spells.
I mean, I guess it's more can you not still find a line to, you know? Isn't Lacrima's summoning condition?
They just needed to link off the Desiree plus Shirakusai just to make just to send the Desiree to the graveyard to get rid of it, and now they might just be toast here.
So we have the Hydra, but Desiree's still live.
That is true.
It all depends on what the second card left in hand is. We also don't know what the other face now is. Now, luckily, at least, the Kokamyu is not a tuna, but... And now they can use Requiem.
I mean, this could still be a Hida play, I believe, but... I don't know what fire monsters Eric has.
It would be Ash Blossom. I mean, it wouldn't be a terrible one. Yeah, white, there's not enough life points.
Oh, that's right.
We're gonna have Engraver here. So the only thing we're gonna be beating over, if they don't synchro it off, would be a Punk Monster. I still think it's in your best interest to try to clear the Punk Monster regardless. Just because if it is a Punk trap in the back row, without having any Punk monsters, outside of the one generic trap, they're at least insulated a little bit. We're going to link up. What do we have here? We're gonna go Hida. Oh no! The line though.
No, this is still fine. This is still fine. They can go into princess and then at least have a bigger body to end on.
Cool, cool.
So this is not technically lethal just yet. Wait.
Wait. We have Ghost Ogre, but this does get us aligned to Genroku.
That might have been a mistake.
I think you hit the princess, right? If you have, ooh, but they had called by. Oh, that's
that is over.
A lot of these call buys have been really devastating. It is a one of in the current form now.
I believe this is GG. The only card willing to save them is Battle Fader. Nothing else.
True. You forgot to swap. Oh, have we have confirmation that we forgot to swap out Typhon? Unfortunately. I'm assuming this means we're going to. I'm assuming this means we're going to game 3. Question mark.
I believe so. Yes. GG, Eric. Playing it slow and steady, very smart.
That's what you gotta
I
do.
probably would have rushed to Lacrima and try to kill him immediately, but you know, to each their own.
Spear Quivo might be better. Alright. So, I'm assuming this is going to game 3. So, are we going first or second, Helios? So I can convey that over to Eric, I suppose. Unless, did I misremember what happened? Not in Light Twin. Yeah, we're 1-1 right now, so... You're going second? Alright. We're going to have Helios going second in this matchup. So whenever you're ready to fire off, just remember whoever wins the coin toss, send Helios second. Yeah, Helios is going second. Let me make sure YouTube gets that rule. So we're gonna wait up for them to fire up on the board. Let me go ahead and let the round update go through. That cook a little bit. We'll let that cook. Do you have a horse in this race, Arross? Do you have a horse in this race?
Who was playing that Infernoble deck?
I do not think the Infernoble deck is here.
No, they died!
I'm pretty sure the Infernoble player got incinerated. I could be wrong.
This is highly unfortunate.
I think we've long since lost our Infernoble player.
This is highly unfortunate. That's Corn? Wait, is Corn still in?
Oh wait, no. Corn, wait, yeah, no. Corn does have Infernoble. It's just the other side of the pile deck. That's right.
Oh, the Mitsurugi side. Okay.
Understood.
I'm rooting for Corn.
That's what happens when you have pile decks. I don't know what you're playing.
It's great. You get to trick up everyone, and they make you play. They play incorrectly into your deck, and then you just pull up the other engines.
Yeah, true. So this is your horse. You want Corn to make it back after this in the losers finals. You want Corn to crawl back, make it a round 2. My bad. Oh yeah, we have really good lines from both sides in a lot of these duels. It did work. So Helios wants to go second. we have E-Telly, and that's gonna kick off our punk. Can we discuss E-Telly to 3, chat? Can we discuss E-Telly to 3? What a time to be alive.
Alright, let's see. We have the carp. Do we get ashed?
Oh, no, it looks like we're going through. So, chat, if y'all don't know, Rising Crop is the first choke point in the punk engine. If you're going to hit something, fire it on the fusion. It looks like Twitch, you're gonna head into ads in a little bit. And we are back to live, so we're gonna wait to see this shake out. Also, like, the inclusion of the Fiendsmith engine being so generic plays into a common playstyle nowadays. We're talking a little about this in the Twitch chat with your favorite duelist, born on the Infernoble. It's a common strategy, like the smokescreen with Tashtira that was happening a little bit early in the year, where instead of actually having a main engine, you run a couple sub-engines to try to bait out hand traps so you can get your main gameplay on.
This was seen very predominantly in the Snake Eyes format, where they used both the Azamina Diabel engine and the they even sometimes use Kashtira. They use Fiendsmith a lot to bait out all these hand traps in order to like protect their main line.
We've seen a lot of this kind of play come in, yet at the same time, if you guys have followed the meta recently, you have seen a lot of like pure decks who said, you know what, I'm just gonna have the gas to play through. I don't need these sub-engines. Y'all saw what happened with YGO, y'all saw what happened with Malice. It's interesting to kind of see the shift from like the, okay, I need to make sure this line goes through, to a kind of deck that says, hand trap me all you want. If I got it, I got it. You know. It's definitely the kind of like energy you see with Punk. If you have enough extenders, depending on like what kind of Punk engine you're running, the deck really just kind of like does its own thing, you know? A lot of people have strong opinions on the field spell as well. I've heard that people have opinions that you don't need the field spell. I think the field spell is like fine. I think
Field spell is actually really valuable.
Yeah.
Giving you a draw every time, that's huge value right there.
I think like the main argument against it for some people who are trying to like more so splash the engine is that like you'll never find the field spell. I think the counterpoint is just like, I don't know, but I have it, I suppose. Like, obviously this is a much more contained deck on Eric's side. With these smaller decks, you know, chat, you want to see your consistency pieces more often. So you have a smaller deck size. It goes into the territory if your engine is like too big. You might not have as much access to hand traps or board breakers like these other pile decks. But that's kind of the game you pick and choose, right? And like, honestly, with similar lines that we've been seeing with like Malice chat, sometimes you just have to get a big, unaffected, like creature out. And that's exactly what Pep is for this deck, if y'all don't know what Pep does. As long as the Punk player has less life points, the quad's unaffected by activating effects. So you gotta pay attention to that text chat. Activated effect. And we've been seeing a lot of Ultimate Slayer. This has been a very consistent opening. This is not as big as the board break on the Gordian Slash. But it's still enough to start picking apart the board. You know?
True. This is a hard decision what to hit here, though.
I mean, we can't touch the It is an activated effect. The real question is, what are we sending? We're going to go ahead and push up the field spell, but that's gonna get all... Wow, Eric has been... Called by is glued to their hand. All these punctuals are getting us right into the one-off.
That's why the field spell's so valuable. Getting these just one-off negates, one-off end pieces is so valuable in Punk, especially since your board doesn't necessarily have 1 billion negates itself.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Welcome home, Bruce. But we still have 5 cards left in hand, so this really just comes down to what you want to do and how you want to take these on. Is Arross winning? No. Arross is always winning because he's
I'm always winning. Yes.
He's always winning. I think format-wise, also like, so we have the engage angle here. We're opening on the engage, but we're not gonna have the draw because we only have ultimate slayer. That can mean a couple things. That can mean we have more valuable. Ooh, okay. This is extremely low. Draw lock and board's going to cut us off from a lot of our main Sky Striker lines. But chat, you do have to keep in mind that Sky Striker does have angles for this. Hello, Funa. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. We're in the midst of a tournament.
Hello, Raiders.
I don't think Widow Ankle is gonna be able to grab that, but we do have a Max C. And thank you for the stream, sweet food. Funa, I hope you had a good stream. Welcome on. Hi, everyone. So you can get access to your Sky Striker cards in deck with the moving. Whether or not we'll be able to get there is the question.
Alright, they are under Duel, and this is very interesting.
But you do have to keep in mind that Sky Striker does have a lot of graveyard interaction. With the one of Call by out, and we do have the supply set. Do we have anything else in the hand to protect our Sky Striker?
Well, it's pretty hard because they need specifically either the yellow Chandra or Chandra himself. Hydra here is dead due to actually no. Hydra I believe can still set the field spell, but the field spell can't grab anything still, so yeah, it's yellow Chandra or Chandra.
No Kagari to float. Okay, we have and the Nabiru, that's a terrifying board.
That's crazy. 3 hand traps in hand.
Ooh, pause? We have the Kaiju.
But do we have the follow-up to kill him? Otherwise, I don't believe we can win here.
Well, let's see. We did grab back a Widow Ankle. But the problem is, we do have a single. Ooh. We won't. The Shiraku
We got
silence.
here.
We had the
Genroku
in hand! That's crazy!
There we go! That is lethal! Huge!
Like the sun that will rise, Tenpai Dragon Chandra. It never dies. Hello, Fudra. Hello, Genroku. That's crazy. The Kaiju was spicy. I did not anticipate the Genroku getting.
I believe the Kaiju has been a lot more popular as of recent due to the amount of Luna Lights being played in lower ranks.
This makes a lot of sense. If y'all don't know, chat, Lunalight monsters, they're pretty much unaffected by everything for the most part.
Yeah, they now have the ability to turbo out 2 tower monsters, being unaffected by everything besides Luna-like cards.
That is a close match. Honestly,
Good finish.
after not being able to get a line into our main Skystruck engine, I really wasn't sure how we were going to like find an out to this board. Holy. Hello, Freezing Cicada. Hello, PL Stop. Oh my goodness. Honestly, really good duels from both duels. I believe we got to watch every single match from this set.
All right, so we are moving on to, I believe, finals.
Yeah, that's gonna be Helios. No, semifinals. What losers finals? Losers finals. Losers semifinals because someone's gonna have to play against Korn. So always gotta take the back seat. Because someone's gotta play against Korn to see who's gonna get back up to the winner's bracket.
True, okay.
You're forced to win Kaiju, but it hurts your deck weight. It paid off! It really paid off. It really paid off. So Korn and Ori are on standby because really quick. We gotta get 2 Moose and Helios on the table for the losers semifinals into the losers finals into the finals. So Ori, you're gonna have to sit tight for a hot minute. Korn, you're also sitting tight for a hot minute. I'll also update this in the Discord just for you know.
I'm gonna go take a quick BRB. I'll be right back.
Yeah. No, honestly, well played between this entire set. You guys did really well. A lot of really good back and forth, very surprising lines. I wasn't quite sure what the intent on the Widow Anchor was. But once the Kaiju hit the board, it was like, okay, I see the line. I didn't expect the normal summon. I just figured we were gonna Kaiju one over one of the 2 late. And obviously, probably not the Shirakusai because its effect is negated, but you know. You should have joined with your spicy Centurion build. Yeah, we will definitely have more tournaments like this in the future. I like hosting these a lot. It's very fun for me. It's very interesting. Honestly, all the decks look super cool. Whichever deck ends up winning, I think I'll have a great time piloting regardless. Even the TG stuff, super neat, super interesting. I don't think there was a single deck where I'm like, oh god, please don't win. Please don't win. So whenever you two get onto the duel table, y'all can fire it off. Arross is gonna be a B. But in the meantime, before we get to watching this match, chat, let's just give let's review and give a shout out to our great contestants, chat. Thank you for everyone who participated.
Alright, I am back. Hello.
Thank you for coming out, Bello. Thank you for coming out, House Dragon Me. Welcome back, always. Thank you for coming out, Happy. Thank you for coming out, Eric. We're gonna see how these last 4 duelists wrap up the tournament bracket. Lovely duels from everyone. You're hoping Ori wins now? You like Cybers? Chat, pick your goats, pick your horses. We don't know how the 2 finals is going to shake out since we do have another 2 rounds. The losers semifinals and losers finals. Still a best of 3, by the way.
Shotgunning Maxis. I'm surprised.
Honestly, you kind of have to into pile decks sometimes. We're gonna set 2 paths, and that's gonna be enough to say I don't want to give you any more gas. Interesting choice. We're gonna push out the Fua. So in case we have anything coming out on Helios' side, we at least have a little bit of room to maybe make a push. We do have the Gem Armadillo, and that's going to get us straight into Hollow Core. We have a Max C here. So if you're the Gem Knight player, you see the Max C come down. How are you feeling?
I personally, as when I was playing Gem Knights, I would say this is completely fine, especially since we're going second here. We just need to pass by the 2 back row, which I assume, well, one of them called by the grave. I assume the other one is the Widow Anchor.
Probably a Widow Anchor. Kalpa has been putting in some crazy work this tournament. I mean, Heroes has fallen victim to it. Always fell victim. Everyone has been definitely feeling the pressure of the one of Kalpa. We're going to pitch an Impulse to float. Even better, Maxi and the floor into Maxi. Yeah, I mean, you have to really, let's see. We have Dispersion is our last card in here.
Dispersion in the Imperm column. Brave.
True, this could be an Imperm column. I think the fact that the Imperm column hasn't gone off is an okay sign.
Let's see, what are we looking for here?
It could be wrong.
Ooh, okay. No negating means that we go instead into our FTK immediately. Okay. We do not have any protection as of right now, so I'm surprised that they didn't just go for another body here. I haven't seen Nib in Helios's deck list, and I believe the majority of like hand traps that they have are just the Fuas and Maxis.
I think from a tactics a while back, we did, I think, see a Ogre and Ghost Spell at one point. So I could be misremembering.
Uh-oh, this isn't good. I think that was the wrong summon because Aqua is a oh, never mind.
Maybe it might not matter. So we do have the Widow Anchor.
Aqua is a mandatory flip face up. So if the opponent doesn't have anything, you have to return one of your own monsters, I believe.
I mean, we still don't have anything.
Oh.
The board is on lethal. But we only had 2 names engraved.
Never mind. Aqua only hits the opponent's stuff.
Interesting. Okay.
And that's just lethal.
That's going to be a solid game 1 on the Gem Knights angle. But chat, there's still 2 more games. We're gonna find out who's going first or second in this next round.
I mean, both of them want to go second, right?
Yeah,
So-
yeah. I mean, well, okay, yes. Helios does get choice, though, of turn order. So I'm sure they're gonna touch base with each other in just a moment.
I'm very surprised by the amount of diversity in this tournament. We have had no overlap between every single one of the decks. All of them have like something unique to them.
They're going to go second this time. Hood. Helios, aka Coon 12, is going to take second this time. So we're opting to send Gem Knights first, which like, okay, so if you're the Gem Knight player versus the, you know, the opponent, if you are a Gem Knight player, you know you're playing into a deck that wants to go second. Like, obviously you're still gonna pick going second, right?
Yes. At a certain point, you just pray you have Droll in order to stop them, and if they pass, you win. If they don't pass, you kind of lose.
Oh, I don't know. I've seen a lot of Sky's Twitter. True. No, this is definitely fun. Like, I think there was a lot of interesting decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Outside of like what is the perceived like meta or top decks. So like Grassroots tournaments like this is always fun for me because you get a little break of like the same old, same old. No one wants to watch 5 million games of like Snake Eye Fire King. No one wants to watch 5 million games of Malice versus Malice, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But don't worry, Julios, and don't worry, viewers. We're gonna have plenty more community San Salie tournaments in the future. And if y'all aren't privy to Master Duel, sometime either in January or February of next year, the San Salie Genesis Circuit is going to be revving up. Also free to enter, likely on EDO Pro. So if y'all have been having fun cooking Genesis, y'all are going to have a chance to be playing some Genesis. I think that's going to be a fun way for me to interact with the format. I don't know how to play paper to save my life. 5 million Math Mech games. 100 years Math Mech! Right into the Brilliant Fusion. Maxi, despite being at 2, has been glued to everyone's hand. If this is not the Master Duel experience, chat, I don't know what is. It's a Fua, it's a Maxi. Something is adding cards to your hand. So, Arross, as a Gem Knight player, who's your favorite Gem Knight?
My favorite Gem Knight monster? I'm a big fan of Topaz and Lady Rose, I think.
This is an interesting choice. We're opting to go SP Little Knight, so that if you start board breaking, we can do a little bit of a tag out.
We also have a Rose in attack mode with 0-0, which is not the most safe thing to do.
No, but we do have 3 sets. So we're gonna fire off the Ultimate Slayer. Which is going to not only let us get rid of the fusion, but we get to pop another card on board off of the Pit of Ventus.
Oh, getting rid of the back row, smart.
That's a 2-for-1 deal. And ooh, we grab the Droplet, which is a very good top.
I suspect that the majority of the rest of them are like bait cards.
You like Gem Knight Lapis because it comes console. It looks like we have Into the Void, into an Upstart Goblin. So
Draw one.
If y'all don't know, this is like classic Sky Strikers. You want a bunch of spells in your grave because of the secondary effect of majority of your Sky Striker cards. For anyone not familiar, majority of Sky Striker cards play around the gimmick of if you have 3 or more spells in your graveyard. Insert effect. Any effect of your choice. We're gonna get another back row pop that's gonna grab the Impalm in. Sky Striker is doing the Sky Striker thing. We're picking apart the board card by card. We're gonna have to see if that face sound of the last card in hand has any answer to the love. How do you feel about Sky Strikers Engage?
I think the card is canonically busted. Even now, it's really strong. And keep in mind that card was released in like what 2017. When did Sky Strikers release?
Ooh, we have the Gen Roku in hand.
Late 2018, actually, in 2018. So it's still relevant even today, 7 years later.
Now, we've seen this play out. We've seen this board play out before. Very Sky Striker, very Sky Striker, very Template. We still don't know what the face down is. But singing something's going to let us do our...
If that last card is not Ash Blossom, we are dead.
We got Chandra
Never mind,
in the
it doesn't
hand.
matter.
Like the sun that will rise, Tempai Dragon Chandra arise. 2016. Sky Strikers has been around for a long time now. It's definitely a fan favorite archetype for a lot of duelists in Japan and even some in the West. They also recently got the animation from the Theme Chronicles that they've been doing. They got that this year.
Ooh, you're right. I forgot about that.
And we're gonna take our sweet time synchro climbing in the main phase. Now with 3 attacks declared, we're gonna go ahead and uninterrupt it. We're gonna get our Biden dragging one out. What was that last one? Ooh, a red reboot. Unfortunate.
Yep. Well, with this, True Moves can now go second instead of going first.
Ooh, chat, we're gonna go to game 3. However they want to decide the turn order. I think we kind of know how this is shaken down. Yeah, red reboot versus the spell deck. Alright, True Moves is gonna go second. Give it up for game 3, chat. We do like a good game 3. Thank you to our finalists, by the way, for waiting for these brackets to shake out. One is waiting on the other table to see who wins this match as we get into the losers final after this semi-final. The cook? Hey. Duel's not over till the last card's played. We're gonna let that rev up a little bit before we hop on the duel table. Possibly the 2 most scariest decks to have to face yet, too. We haven't seen all the tricks in Aubrey's deck either. You know, we've seen some pretty quick wins, but a lot of it has been pretty standard to the Math Mech line. We got a cute little insight to like some of the tech early on. Who knows what else they have hiding in the bag though, you know? We believe in you, Boom. Chat believes in you. Arross on the other hand.
3, like, you know.
Yeah,
3 or 4
on the other hand.
I'm rooting for the Gem Nuts. I'm sorry, but that's my deck right there.
A bunch of hand traps, true. Me when my deck wants a bunch of hand traps. Hello, Salt. We're gonna hop onto the duel table. Before we hop onto the duel table, though, chat, we have a Gem Knight deck going in its preferred going second. Sky Striker type decks, Tempai type decks, they also prefer to go second so that they can begin to pick apart the board. If you saw from last duel, Moose's line was into an SP Little Knight to try to have a little bit more interaction. We're gonna see what we have under the hood for Helios. I think so far we've only seen one line into their Sky Striker 0. Which is honestly one of Sky Striker's newest tools to be able to have a front-going hood. It is not the best opening to a line, but it is the better line than having absolutely none.
That is true. It also is a free way to get engaged besides just dumping it and then adding it, so...
And we have the classic Mulch Army opening into Maxi. It's going to be a double card draw.
I'm a little surprised about the Perilia usage here, but...
I mean, use it or lose it, I suppose. See if you can chain, bait out an Ash Blossom of some kind. It's not terrible.
Typically having like cards is really good because you do pitch one of them off in order to summon Neppy from the graveyard.
And we're going to immediately pitch the Flualos. This is a really rough board.
I mean, True Moves with 4 cards against possibly 3 interruptions, never mind, no interruptions.
Well, That is all
Alright,
of our
let's see.
Sky Striker spells in the grave. They opened on the 3 Upstart Goblin, which is not too shabby, but
Yep, this is cooked. Already starting with Rose Diamond. Well, okay, not getting a Hollow Core, not keeping Hollow Core there. I'm surprised by this line, but I guess it still works out.
you know, sometimes God has favorites. That's all I'm going to say about that opening. Sometimes God loves duelists a little bit more than other duelists.
This is true.
Not
right.
to detract from the skill of the player. You know, that's not what I'm trying to say. But I think we can all be on the same page if someone opens Mochami into Maxi.
Yeah, I don't think Helios has any more interaction after this. So this is death.
Finals
Like,
is a
certain
best
death.
of 3. This may be death, but I suppose, like I always say, chat, duel's never over till the last card's play. It sure ain't looking hot, but until they present lethal on board, there's still a line. It's just not a good one.
I'm very surprised about the usage of Gem Knight Sapphire in this deck. Usually the typical going second Gem Knight deck does not have that card.
This is 0 hand trap versus board breaker. Oh god. Cool. I mean, I don't know. I wonder if, like, I know they draw 3 cards, right? I wonder if it is worth it to try to get to a 0. To get something else on the board other than Kagari, but this honestly just came down to the lightning storm for the most part.
Yeah, it really did.
Like, we can say all we want, chat, about the, like, the Tourney for Tourney. But ultimately, the real MVP of this duel, Lightning Storm. Like, if you had to pin this on one card, right? It really is a better habit, you know. Brilliant Fusion bestows upon its users the mandate of heaven.
This is true. That card is busted. I love Brilliant Fusion.
I'm gonna give these head pats to all of us.
And that is a GG with True Moose going 2-1 into the losers finals, I believe.
Yeah, this is the losers final coming up next. Short 07 in the chat for Sky Striker Ace Way. I don't even know if she came out this tournament, but you know. GG's to both duelists, well played on both sides. Sometimes the cards do favor. But thank you for playing. So we're going to go ahead and have True Moose on the table versus Korn. And we're gonna see who's going to fight their way back into the finals. Whoever gets back there, though, is going to have an uphill battle because of the way that double elimination works. Which, by the way, y'all can start off whenever you want. Chat, the way that double elimination works, right? If y'all don't know, is that each player has to lose twice, which means whoever's getting their way out of the loser's bracket has to play 2 best of 3s into Ori in order to win.
That is kind of rough.
So this could end up being a lot of games. This could also end up being like a little bit of games. We'll find out. We're also getting really close to the start of Duelist Cup. but don't worry, chat. This was all intended. Once we wrap up this tournament, we're going to be sending all your support to the duelists we're backing up the most in the DC Cup climb.
Raymond Young die!
What a cool guy. That's my goat. That's my horse.
He is the GOAT.
You don't think the games are gonna last very long? I mean, it can go either way. It can go either way. We got 2 high-powered decks, hot and ready to throw down. And we have going second on Gem Knight, a favorable slot. Koalas glued to their hand. What an opening. I think God loves Gem Knights today.
Painting Fua to Fua is certainly something. But honestly, that's enough to make them pass. So, and Brilliant Fusion!
Ooh,
okay!
We have a 4 on their
What
side.
the heck?
Run it back. Run it back. You have double 4. I got it too.
That's okay. I would not be worried here. I think this is an easy OTK with Brilliant Fusion here.
Oh, let's find out. We get a 2-card draw, and do we have any kind of interactions hitting the board once we get to our extended?
It's literally just one more summon, and then that is an OTK. So
Fair
that's
and
a
honest
draw
Yu-Gi-Oh!
2 left.
Uh-huh.
Wait, hold. They're trying to protect their summon here. Never mind. I'm a little surprised by what's happening here. Even though they don't need to extend, they are putting themselves into... Well, they would have been in nib range anyways, but...
Yeah, I mean... So from this angle, depending on what we have in the extra deck, you do have... I think Gem Knights does have a line that protects from nib, right?
They do, but it all revolves around their Omni Negate in the graveyard.
They aren't respecting the nib. I suppose sometimes you gotta say better have it, right?
I mean, they do have the negate in the graveyard, so the only thing that would have punished them would be an impulse on this summon right here.
Impulse
but
has
now they just
fallen
have
out of
OTK.
favor, you know. I mean, that might just be clearing it up.
Yep, that is an OTK.
That was a pretty fast game 1, I suppose. It do happen like that. Double 4 into double 4. Do you have it or do I have it? We're gonna head into game 2 then. So, Corn's gonna be able to decide if they want to go first or second. I'm sure they're coordinating amongst each other. Corn's gonna go second.
Good choice!
Good choice.
Good choice.
Going second. Moose is running loose. It's Celestials all over again.
The moose is loose.
So we're gonna let them get on the table. They're gonna collect themselves. Head on into the next match. In the meantime, double 4 into double 4. What are like the statistical odds on that?
You know, considering that you need to have a 2 of a 3, and I believe Korn is playing a 60-card deck, very slim. Very slim.
Hello, Vi. Hello, Raiders. Welcome on in. Hello, Goverly. How are you?
Hello, Raiders.
Hi. How was your stream? Raiders, welcome on in. How are y'all? We are in the midst of a tournament in celebration of... Oh gosh, I feel a little old saying this, right? I had old saying this. It's been 1,000 days since my first stream as San Salie. What is the penguin? That's Arross. That's my goat. That's my horse in my tournament course.
I'm a penguin. That's literally what I am.
Hello, Vi. Thank you. I hope you have good looking, get good food. Chat, if any of y'all have to get a snack or a drink or something, y'all don't need to stick around. For those y'all who don't know me, the name's San Salie. San Salie, for sure. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, the One Piece TCG. I'm pretty darn I'm good at a card game called Arross, where next year you're probably gonna see me playing at the World Championships. Sometimes I do art, and today we're hosting a community tournament. We're in the middle of a best of 3 match. We're in game 2 of the losers final or semifinals? I think we're in the semis. No, did we make it to the finals? We made it to the finals.
Losers finals, but this is like semi-finals, I believe.
Yeah. So we're in the semifinals of the entire bracket. This is a double elimination tournament. So each person has 2 losses before they're knocked out. Whoever's the winner of this match is going to claw their way back up into the main bracket and is going to have to fight a uphill battle. They're going to have to be able to win 2 best of 3s into Ollie, our current undefeated champion. Hello, invaders. Hello, Landicity. Stratos, thank you for the nice one. Arross, how's the wife and kids? What do you mean the wife and kids?
The wife and kids, they're great. Fantastic. Lovely, as always.
Fua has really been glued to these duelist hands all day long. Kind of
they are doing really well.
Smith, thank you for hanging out. Hello, Sarah. Thank you for hanging out. Blank Rabbit. Hello, Zindecity. Hello. Hello, Kua. Hello, Bonitai. Gem Knights in the big year of 2025. They got some mad support coming in. They play a lot more like Template now. A preferred going second deck. Who's here to put down a lot of pressure. It looks like the board we're going for this time might opt out of the SP.
I believe they locked themselves out earlier with the Absorb Fusion, so they can only summon Gem Knight cards.
Thank you for the look, Cheesy. Interesting. So, if you're a Gem Knight look here, what is your angle that you're trying to push up pressure-wise?
Trying to go first-wise, I would probably try to play low to the ground under the Fua, not trying to give my opponent that many cards, and hoping that they brick. Because going second-wise, your only real interaction is either SP and the Omni Negate, so having more than one fusion monster is not very necessary. If you aren't under Fu or SP, it's basically just spam as many big bodies as you can on the board.
Alright. So, on to Engage, we're gonna go ahead and have Hollow Core popping off to try to stop Engage.
I think this is a little bit of a mistake in my opinion, because...
Yeah, leaving Engage, I feel like that tells me this is a pretty strong Sky Striker hand. Normally, you want to try to save Engage to give you some kind of extender before you can get to Kagari. But it looks like we're just going to go ahead and run through the mill, dump our Sky Striker cards. We're going to try to grab back Engage. That's going to grab Impulse.
We could have also saved this for 0, as 0 is one of the cards that that does get to the Isolate combo, and we could have waited until they hit like when they're choke points.
So it looks like we're
Sky Striker
gonna
themselves
look at
doesn't
the
do
hand.
anything.
We're gonna get rid of the Feather Duster. Very good hit. Do we
Surprised
have
about the Feather Duster hit? Okay.
We have the second Engage, and that's why we led with the first one. Hello, Hornet Drones. Hello, Engage. And that's gonna let us draw a card. The fearsome cycle that you see in Sky Strikers.
Alright, and now we have full Mitsurugi combo. It all really depends on that last card in the back row. Everything else is all used up. They still have protection one time against Murakuma board wipe. But after that, I believe they will explode here.
That's all line to Zero. Thank you for the follow, invaders. Zero, honestly, a really good card from this position too, as you want to start picking apart their board.
True. They can get rid of that last back row card, I believe.
It gets our line into Ray and Rose, and now this into... Ooh. There's the red reboot into the Sky Striker.
And now all it left is Mitsurugi combo and the...
We're taking the Isolde angle here. We have to build up our board. You don't want to give them too much of an inch or mile. You should have enough gas to power through the board here. We're gonna go ahead pitch 4, and that is going to get us into our solid Noble Knights line. It's a really good pairing between Sky Strikers and Noble Knights that we've seen for a while too. If you're the kind of person that runs like Rhoda, you can just switch like Ray or the Noble Knight side of the deck, you know?
Ray is a one-card isolate because of Zero. So the modern Infernoble deck does play a lot more Sky Striker utility in order to just turbo out Zero, because not only does it pop, which is amazing, and not only is it great against like Max C, you basically have a free one-card isolate all the time.
We are picking the proper Link Zone for the Battling Boxer this time. Shoutouts to the Oreo realm. Alright, I mean, from this point, they just have to cook the board. They even have Living Fossil already dumped off of the isolated earlier.
And let's see, they're going into Princess, even though they don't need to, because they already have Living Fossil here to grab their level 4 extender.
They do have to get over a 3,700 stat line, so that is something to keep in mind.
That shouldn't be a problem, considering that the Infernobles do have a pop, which spends one of Rose's protection, and then Murakumo, we still haven't gone to the Mitsurugi side yet, does blow up their entire board after that fact.
You do have
Let's
to
just
keep
hope
in
that
mind
they don't accidentally lock themselves.
that there is a timer in every game. So you can build the board as big as you want, but you gotta pilot this as fast as you can.
That is true.
Which I'm sure with a deck with, you know, this much layering, I'm sure they have a lot of experience piloting this, but you can sometimes make mistakes now. You can sometimes make mistakes. We do have an Implum column that you might forget about. And honestly, that thing does a lot of work. Even with the visual indicator, I've seen quite a many duelists for victory.
We got Almace here. Go ahead and link it off.
You play Mitsu Noble in the TCP? Oh, that's fun,
Bujin, you're an Infernoble guy. I know. Is this like the new way to play Infernoble Knights? Is with Infernobles plus Mitsurugi plus Sky Strikers?
Also, like, here's the other interesting thing. So, like, Macedon is a best of one format. So, a lot of decks coming into a tournament like this, unless you're, like, actually trying to do some kind of tease, you know? It's really hard for the average Macedon deck to be set up for a proper best of 3, if that makes sense. Like,
that is true.
If you have your line set up, you can pick and choose your first or second as well as you can. But into a lot of decks, like, as you saw with the Gem Knights and Sky Strikers matchup earlier, like, you know, you kind of just have to say, I am going to take this line.
Alright. After doing the established Infernoble end board, we are now going into Mitsurugi.
And this all comes down to the timer, chat. We have the bodies on board. Can we get to lethal? We probably can, but the timer's ticking. It took us a long, long pilot just to get to the Infernoble end board.
Alright, let's see. We are getting extra bodies, but we will not be having any way to link climb.
We are link zone locked with no arrows pointing in either direction. So this all comes down to the Mitsurugi side of the deck. Can we clean up the board with whatever we got going on?
Oh, opting to not summon Night Serpent as to not clog their board, I see here.
You do kind of need to leave your lines open if you have a deck that floats. Even though we don't have the link zones, you do need to pick what your proper cards are for these summons in order to break this board properly and get a line to lethal. The initial sequencing was through the Sky Striker line. Honestly, the board is...
Okay, gear free to suck up the rose.
Interesting.
They might be playing prayers right after this in order to trigger Murakumo, mayhaps. First getting that attack in so that you don't waste the attack.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think they still have lethal either way, but yeah, they get to blow up the board for free with a Murakumo tribute.
That's an interesting tech we didn't see come up until finally the full Infernoble combo has hit the board with this deck, which... honestly, on Korn's end, we have seen a lot of hand wapping. We've seen a lot of Maxi, a lot of Fua. Kind of swimming
Most
around.
Maxi games are won, typically, which does show the power of Maxi in this format.
I mean, definitely when you have a deck that is pushing out that many bodies as well.
Bujin, the initial sequencing was from a Sky Striker, but they also had pre-prep. So this entire board was created from Sky Striker stuff into Zero, into Isolde, and then after making your Infernoble board, you started with the Mitsurugi combo.
Alright, so Trumoose is going to opt for second now. Understandable. Gonna let that cook. We're going to let that cook, chat. If y'all remember our bracket, and if y'all remember, right now we are still on a 1-2-1. We've been going to game 3 for a lot of these duels. It's been very exciting. It just goes to show how like equally matched a lot of these decks can be depending on the matchup. I think it also reflects card game variance. Which is why, like, if and when time allows, I do like double elimination format tournaments more because it is more forgiving. Because, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't have a mulligan system like a lot of other card games, you know?
Deck building in Master Duel is a lot more interesting, though, comparatively, because you don't have a side deck. It is best of one. So trying to get all the counters to all the things possible in their lineup is really, really difficult.
We're going to go ahead and have a Ash for the 4. No second 4. I think this might be the first Ash on a 4 the entire tournament.
I think so, too.
Kind of impressive.
This is going to be really rough for True Moose. A Infernoble board is highly resilient to going second OTK strategies, since usually they have some sort of like 3 spell trap negates, usually, and then typically a couple monster negates and board disruption. So if they don't have any more hand traps, I think True Moose might be struggling here.
The other really interesting thing about this setup, chat, I think a lot of people also don't appreciate, is depending on your hand, even if you're under 4 or maxi, opting to even just pass on the 0 is not a terrible opening if you have the proper graveyard to back it up. But luckily here, we're going to be able to get the whole end board come up. So we're going to kind of see what their end board is going to look like with a going first type scenario in mind. Welcome on in, is Kate. As a normal Knights player, you know, you dabble a bit all. How do you feel about Sky Strikers like bleeding in so well with it now?
I think it provides actually really, really strong utility. I really like the interactions between Isolde and Engage. First of all, Isolde being like a monster in your extra deck zone, so you can still use Sky Striker cards. And then like Isolde gets to mill your equip card. So if it gets interrupted and you use Engage, you do get that second draw off of it, which is really, really powerful.
Being able to go Feral Imp to it being like a level 4 allows for the splashability of the Mitsurugi engine, which is going to be a lot of your going first interact. You know?
That is true.
The king hasn't been banned yet. That's true. That's true. It hasn't been banned yet.
It's really strong and it allows for any deck that goes into a rank 4 as a starter. For example, like Ryzeal. Here in our case, it's Battling Boxer into Infernoble. Then there's like even Banshee for Pyro decks as well. All of them basically can go into Mitsurugi because Mitsurugi itself makes a rank 4 after the combo. So you can always just kind of like shove it in between their combo steps.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people doing it in between automats too, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
It is a difficult line sometimes with automats though, because you do find yourself in a situation where you sometimes get Xyz locked depending on your automat build. Got to go for Noon Prayer. Thank you for participating. Cool.
Thank you for being here.
I was rooting for you. Bye-bye.
All right, we have two of my favorite decks heading battlingly out one against the other.
So, do you have a new bias now that it's Infinable Mitsurugi Sky Swagger versus just like the Gem Knights? Do you have a new bias, or are you still standing by the Gem Knights player?
I think I'm actually gonna be standing by the Infernoble player because this is my pet deck that I've been playing ever since like 2019 or 2020, I believe. So it's been quite a bit. This deck has gone through a bunch of evolutions despite like numerous amounts of bans. Numerous amounts of bans.
I mean, in the TCG, a lot of this deck core has been completely uprooted.
Isolde is dead in the TCG. I'm a believer that Isolde shouldn't have been banned because you do have to play equip cards in order to use it, so there is a trade-off. Compared to like, let's say, Halki Fibrax, which, you know, that was a free summon out of the deck. What are your thoughts on Isolde?
Honestly, because of my experience with Macedor, a lot of cards people say are problematic in the TCG, I don't have a strong opinion of because Macedor's power level puts the game at a different pace. With the thought in mind that you don't need to side, a lot of decks push towards different angles than you see in the TCG. Like example, this is something a card number 90, Gaotiai's Photon Lord, has seen so little play until the advent of people realizing you could play it in Snake Eye Fire. Now, any deck that can present an 8 body immediately goes into this Xyz. It's super interesting to see that meta develop because it is something that was discovered by Eastern players in that Duelist Cup that the West soon afterwards completely grabbed. And like, you know, we were in that meta for a long time with Snake Eye Fire. So it's really interesting to see a lot of these combo pieces come together. As all of these flashable engines start to bridge, you see this kind of layering to create end boards for decks that normally don't have like a proper going first strategy. Which, like, I'm on the fence with some of these cards because, example, I'm on the belief like Baron the Fleur should be a board answer, not an end board. Its prominence with a lot of single decks is because it is an Omni Gate. But it's like the Photon Lord is also an Omni Gate. Omni Negate. So you can make the argument that I should have a problem with it, you know? A Monster Negate? Okay.
Yeah.
That's a little bit more understandable.
It's much weaker.
Not as bad. Oh, they have the rotor. That's crazy.
And it also does not destroy unless you have a Galaxy monster. So the negate is much weaker in comparison.
Still a negate nonetheless. That is a rough hand on Full Moose's end.
Honestly, all of those are really bad to have. Yeah, that is a rough hand to go against Infernoble. Red Reboot being completely useless in this matchup. And both Brilliant Fusion and your Gem Knight cards will be negated.
That immediately lets us pivot our line over to Little Knight because we know that if we tag out that monster, they may not have any.
Yeah, honestly, this is doomed. This is honestly pretty doomed.
I suppose you'd be the authority on this matchup, but...
Oh, and with a Gearfried in hand as well, there is little to no hope here anymore.
Gosh, chat, say it ain't so.
Okay, so what we have here as the end board is a tag out with SP, 2 Spell Trap Negates with or Charles, another spell negate that bypasses the droplets with Angelica Ring, a monster negate, and well, 2 monster negates actually with Gear Free and Photon Lord. And then I believe the last set card is a Prayers for Murakumo and for a board wipe and a hand drip. So I don't believe True Moose has any answers to this in his deck.
Oh.
This is a very hard thing to out.
We're gonna have to see what they try to do. This would maybe unironically.
You would specifically need a Kaiju to out the Charles with the Angelica Ring. And then you can droplets everything else, but at that point, I don't believe you have enough cards to actually, like, negate everything on the board.
It's interesting for True Moose had mentioned they've never seen Battling Boxer before until now. Ironically though, actually, this has seen some play before. Even before YGO Mitsurugi has, like, been around.
Battling Boxer is actually one of the more popular variants of replacement for Isolde in the TCG.
Mm-hmm. Which, like, if you're not familiar with Inferno, the card definitely seems out of left field. But it has a long history with the deck ever since it got hit.
Alright.
I'm gonna throw down the draw plate. I mean...
The last cards in hand is the one off top deck and a Brilliant Fusion. We are lacking... Alright, let's see.
Well, this is also a card draw that could even...
There might be a chance to win if we are able to get rid of the Angelica Ring or bait out that Angelica Ring. Because all we need to do is use a spell. Okay, there's Angelica Ring. Because it's a forced negate. So if he didn't negate the other cards, he would be forced to use Angelica's Ring.
It's not looking hot. You would hope that that last card in hand's a monster.
Alright. I think this is over. No matter what that last card in the back row is, it will get negated, and this will be GG.
We are getting a card game variance moment. We have small confirmations. Yeah, that is a double red reboot.
Oof. That hand is really good, unless you're going against him for Noble Knights.
Konami give it and Konami take it. Fuwa and Maxi have been glued to True Moose's hand. All of the ones. On the flip side, when you get a combo deck that heavy, uninterrupted, they're gonna be cooking with gas. GG's to both duelists. So if we head back up, chat, to our... Well, let me get our bracket back up on the screen. So we have then shoutouts to both our duelists, True Moose and Korn, aka Tabsmag. We're gonna have Tabsmag moving on to the finals, and this is a rematch into Ollie, who has been, thank you for waiting, Ollie, patiently waiting to see who was gonna get back up to the top tables. And this is going to be a pretty rough matchup though. So again, for those of y'all not familiar with the double elimination format, let me zoom out to give y'all a little bit of a background. A double elimination bracket means that each player has 2 losses before they're knocked out of the tournament. Because Ollie went undefeated, Tabsmag would actually have to win 2 best of 3s against Ollie. And Ollie only needs to win 1 best of 3 to lock in their spot. So it's very forgiving to any players who get a little bit unlucky into the tournament run, but also to be able to reward the player who went completely undefeated. It gives them a little bit of room too. So it's going to be finals between Ollie and Tabsmag, aka Korn. Y'all can head on over to the duel table. And yeah, y'all can fire off. We're gonna wait a little bit before we head into the match. We're actually going to, while y'all get started with your match, We're gonna get up chat, YouTube. We don't have a prediction. But Twitch, if y'all got channel points, it's time to pick your goat, your horse. Who is winning? Is it going to be Ari? Is it going to be Ari undefeated with Math Mech, or is it going to be Korn piloting Infernoble, Mitsurugi, Sky Swipers?
I think it really depends on who has the coin flip win here, where both of them do excel going first. But since both of them are pile decks with billions of extenders, they could have a potential chance going second if they have enough hand traps.
This might be a terrible idea on my end. I put a 5-minute prediction, but who knows how long this duel is going to take. Maybe I should have done 2-minute prediction. Arross, who is your horse, your goat? I'd imagine it's the Infernoble player.
Yeah, I'm rooting for the Infernobles here.
Chat, get into that prediction. Use your channel points. Pick your goat, your horse. Who is winning, chat? Throw down your channel points to call out your champion. Are you a fan of Ari piloting? Which, so far, I can't say for sure. So far, it looks like pure Math Mech. We've only seen the Math Mech side of the deck. If there's anything else hiding, we wouldn't know. We've seen almost the full range of Korn's deck here. Tab's Mech has been piloting from the Sky Striker end to the Kaiju end. No, Kaiju was in the other deck. The Sky Striker's end to the Mitsu end to the Infernoble starting board. Very good deck for both first and second play. Obviously, a little bit more of a fan of going second. Chat, get on the gambler. Get on the gambler, chat. Chat, are y'all not entertained? Who is going to gamble? Show me your channel point.
Yeah, can we get some more gambling right now?
Yeah, can we get
I'm feeling
some
like
more...
this is a little... It's too small.
Legal gambling, chat. Well, what is the final without stakes?
Alright, how about this? If someone puts in 10,000 in Math Mech, I'm gonna put 100,000 for the Infernobles.
100,000 points could be on the line right now.
You just need to vote 10,000 in the Math Mech side right now.
10,000 in the Math Mech side. 10,000. That's all we need.
I don't know. I don't know if there are any hard-balling gamblers in chat.
Yeah, chat. Some hard-balling gamblers. Pause. We have 7,000.
Wait, that's 7,000. That's close to 10,000. Okay.
Okay, chat. Come on, chat. Think about it.
Multiply your gambling by 10 times.
10 times your gambling. Arross is saying someone put the money to get 10k on Math Mech, and he is going to fork down 100k channel point.
I have the numbers typed. Just 200 more gamble points on the left side. 200 more
points, chat. 200 more points.
There we go. Okay.
All right, here we go. 10k in. We are sitting at a solid 19 versus 101,000.
Alright, chat, this is your time. Think about how much money you can make here. 20k against 100k, you can multiply your bettings by 5 times. Just gotta gamble a little more, chat. Come on, think about the winnings here. Think about the winnings. That's a huge amount. Just even need to donate a little bit here.
Yeah, chat, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Think about it. Think about your money maxing, chat. 10 channel points. If y'all have been sitting here since the wait, 10 channel points. Drop a follow. 300 channel points. Go big or go home, chat. Now you're probably asking,
go big or go home.
What can you use channel points for? It's so that you can flex on the rest of chat to show them how affluent you are.
basically what I just did.
Exactly, chat. Exactly. We're looking for that upper Triton bank account if you feel. Come on, chat. Or you can save up for all of our illustrious channel redeems, such as having me, San Salie, make you a bento of your choice. I dedicate an entire stream to making you a bento, chat. An entire stream. Gambling's
Alright, chat,
not
if you
smart.
gamble right now, you can get 1/5 of a bento right now.
1/5 of a bento, chat. On the line. May the best duelist win? May the best duelist win. Okay, whoopsie. We'll watch the match regardless. Can you bet on yourself? That's insider trading.
Wait a second, no! No, what do you mean I won the first round?
Well, it's fine. This is for the overall. This is for the overall. It's fine.
Oh, we're so doomed.
What do you mean we're so doomed? It's fine. It's fine, chat. It's fine.
3 points are gone.
No, it's fine. Yeah, chat. Let's. While they're starting up, y'all start your match. Y'all start your match. I should have done 2 minutes instead of 5. Let's go watch game 1, chat. Let's go watch game 1. Y'all start your match whenever we'll catch up. We'll catch up. Let's get this on the fast forward. What do we got going on here?
The ghost ogre on that. Oh, that is rough. Oh god. Oh, yep, that's GG. Yeah, no wonder. That's 3 starters against 1 Ash.
Me when I small world to get to Celebratory.
I would scoop right here and now. This is quite impossible to win.
Cool. I never actually set any rules on whether or not they can scoop. So I suppose, like, you know, chat, you play it out anyways, I suppose, maybe. Oh god, Xbox support, Oh, like, chat, here's the thing. On the replay, it's time for us to see if there's, like, okay, we can't actually see if there's any other cards. Here's the thing, chat. This is a 30-card deck. But we don't know what else is in the extra deck. You know what I mean, chat? We've only seen this opening from Ollie.
We've literally seen only Dark Fluid. This is the first time we've seen Adignister actually be played.
And obviously we go big for the comedy, but like...
Oh, no. Alright. Next turn, we win.
Next match. We're gonna start at the beginning of game 2 in round 1 in favor of Ollie. If Ollie pushes out this round, he only has to win this round. So if Ollie wins this game, he's locked in for winning the entire tournament. And I have to learn how to play Math.
Good luck, that is an expensive deck.
But we do have Fuwalos, like the sun will rise.
Okay, well this is highly unlucky.
Ooh,
and we're getting Ghost Ogre.
Also in hand from last duel, if you saw. You got that guy Boyle from the anniversary
no. Wait, hand rip? No, Ash Blossom.
That's
3 hand traps. Unlucky.
And as the Sky Striker player, knowing that you're playing into Math Mech, you cannot leave the board open. You know what I mean?
Alright, he has to gun for it, otherwise he loses. The Ari has 2 starters.
You need to present a board big enough to try to do something. Ollie also says that the 60-card pile is way more expensive. I'm not sure how to feel about that.
I mean, this is probably true.
Probably true.
Right, here we are probably just trying to land on Gear Free to stop everything. But,
Do you think you have, like, an okay line under the floor? Do you say, like, heck it, I'm just gonna build my entire board?
I mean,
I don't know if we get a choice, actually, with the implement line.
This is not looking good. That's the fourth hand trap.
You know, we were about to say, Chad, that like we were thinking that God loves the Gem Knight player. We were proven wrong. God loves Infernoble,
Oh
but
my
does
God.
God love Math Mech more?
That's the fifth hand trap.
That's the fifth hand trap!
With nothing, and they probably have 3 starters. Oh, this is Jover.
We got the top deck.
Homie pass. Home drop. Homie pass.
Homie pass.
Homie draw.
Oh my God. We got a lot of options. We did see 2 starters, so the question is, are we falling off the Adness? Do we have another monster that's going to bridge us on the small world? We're opening on small world.
I don't think it depends on what Corn has in terms of
that is a
traps.
That is a small world into a full world. We're going to pass that full, and that is going to get us to circular.
And that is an OTK by itself.
Hello, Math Mech Circular in the Big Year 2025.
Do we have a Maxi potentially? We do not. Okay.
I think I'm gonna have to learn Math Mech.
I think you're gonna have to learn Math Mech because
God.
they have diameter.
Yeah, the crazy part is
they
like,
have an Omni negate.
well, we waited through like 5 games to get here.
Yep.
No, 6 even, right?
Is this number 6?
It might be.
Oof. Okay.
Hello, Equation. Now, Chad, a line as old as time itself. Say hello to Prime Magma. This is Arross's fault? The bad juju? The bad juju because no one believed in Ari. God said, you know what, little bro, I'm gonna give you the layup.
I'm sorry. I had to vote for the Infernoble deck. I didn't know that they were gonna get hand trapped 5 times.
I will say though, Chad, I will say, Ari on top of opening 5 hand traps is also a pretty good bullet. If y'all missed the early rounds, we saw a what was it, Dark Fluid Pitch Pack Bit to scale someone's opener, which is honestly a line that you don't see out of a lot of these decks. Like, we haven't even seen the full range of what kind of interrupts their opening board can end on. We're just gonna see the classic Math Mech. We're doing that Link climb, and I think
Alright.
think there's anything that's gonna stop our Link climb.
I believe Corn here does not have any hand traps. Otherwise, we would have probably seen something by now. And Ari does have an Omni Negate in their Alan Burton from the diameter. So everything here from now on is pretty much free reign.
We're gonna get the Golem Horde, and that's gonna give us all gas, no brakes, huh? You
This is all gas.
You bet it all on Math Mech? That's my goal. That's my horse, Salty Crab. Go big or go home, chat. You will be rewarded.
Oh, and with the backup Ignister, this is 2 Link 5s, I believe.
The backup Ignister was known. We did see it from the hand reveal off of the Dolphin. Good old wizard, right, chat? Now, I'm gonna have to start figuring out how many of these cards I actually own. I don't even think I own a Splashmate.
Uh-oh. That's, you know, quite a bit of URs. Don't worry about that. Heat Soul. Okay.
Alright, and we're drawing a card even. I wonder what this line is trying to affect. You know what I mean?
I believe it's trying to free up some space so we can add more bodies to the board right now.
We do have subtraction, and it's definitely going to subtract, chat. It's definitely going to subtract.
We do need 3 bodies, 4 or Link 5s.
Well, we do have Heat Soul in itself in the grave. Is going to be able to provide us. On top of the fact that Dog Food also gets a bonus. We're gonna go ahead and be sending the waves into.
And then Wizard brings up another body, and now we have another 3 bodies to make another Link 5.
Mm-hmm. And we're just gonna watch this board come together at this point, huh? A couple different ways this line can go. We only have a couple link zones open, but...
A Link 1.
Oh, Link.
Lingaribo.
Huh.
Wait a second.
Link-a-weeble, what are we linking? Are we just showing off now? Access code talking!
Access code talker. Oh, linking off the Link 5.
The Link 5! Not going big with the access code talking. We're saying
Disrespect.
I need a little bit more space on the board for my other math cards.
The disrespect here. Oh my.
I don't even need the dark fluid. That's crazy. Hello, Seppi.
And that's in one
Thank
fell
you
swoop.
For the follow.
Access code
67.
takes it.
Yeah, that's access code talking. He's talking here.
07 chat, 07. I
Well,
lost 100,000 points.
100,000 points down the drain.
Uh-huh.
Thank you to all of our duelists for participating. Thank you everyone for cheering on our duelists. Congratulations to the Mathmech believers. Whether you were trying to scrounge up channel points or you genuinely believe, y'all are going to walk home with a distributed 124,000 channel points. Is being distributed right now. That is 81% of people, aka just all of us, 81% of the pot going towards Infernoble. And we are having a Mathmech taking it home.
I'm proud to believe that Infernoble hit second, though. I'm proud of that.
Infernoble, insane board. Insane board. Great range. Wonderful piloting. Mathmech, on the other hand, says better have it. And you know what? This time they had it. Because, you know, God really
did.
It today. That's my goat? That's my horse. Yeah, betting on yourself is insider trading. Thank you for not betting on yourself. I wonder if... I feel like in this position you do like a winner's interview. I don't know if Awi's up to it though. Awi, are you around? Awi, can I pull you in here? No pressure otherwise. I want to say, first off, a shout outs to everybody again who competed. Let us go ahead and finish up our bracket. Congratulations to Awi, undefeated across our rounds. Where do you go? Good question. Let me see if I can just drag you, Arross, and Awi into a little, you know. How do I do that? Give me a sec. I'm going to call you over there real quick, Arross. Arross, are we back?
Hello, we are back here.
Are we here?
Hello?
Hello.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, how are you feeling?
Get ready to learn Mathmech, buddy.
Oh!
I mean, all I'm gonna say, it's less expensive than that 60 card pile. I saved you some dust.
Thank you. Thank you for thinking about my economy.
Yeah. But yeah, it was very fun to watch these duels. I think shoutouts to Molcharmi Fua We saw one Mocharmy Perulia, and we saw a couple Maxis.
True.
And I won't lie, I also won a couple games because I just drew Fua.
It do be like that.
That card is good.
That card is really good.
Card is good.
I mean, I don't know if you saw, we had a game where someone went double Fua pass, and the other player said, yeah, double Fua pass.
Yeah, no, I watched it. It was honest gameplay, I think.
That's a duel of all time.
Yeah, and no one had Ash. I think there was one game someone had Ash.
There was only one time when Fua was Ash. That was the only time this tournament.
Yeah, we witnessed one Ash on a Fua. I don't know if it did it end up mattering?
I believe it did actually.
Oh,
it did.
It was. They were able to make the entire Infonoble board.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's just like, that's what happens. It's like, okay, that's how I lost my one and only was I got Fuad, and it was like, okay, well, like, if I don't, I lose. If I continue, I lose. It was just like unlucky.
That is the state and gameplay you have to deal with. That is true.
Mm-hmm. Especially in like a best of one format that Master Duel creates. Like, I know these were best of threes, but like, you can't even side, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, siding, I feel, killed that that Gem Knight player who drew Red Reboot.
Yeah, I know. Like, if you were able to properly side, you could say, you know what, I really need to get Red Reboot out of this deck.
I thought about playing Red Reboot, but I was like, is anyone really gonna bring Draco Tail? Like, and I'm glad I didn't. I probably would have bricked on it too.
We did have a little Draco Tail branded representation, but honestly, I think they were seeing the branded lines more than they saw the Draco Tail line.
That is true. I don't think we saw a single Draco Tail fusion monster.
It does shake out like that sometimes.
It'd be like that.
Well, Ollie, congrats. I'm gonna have to learn Math Mech. I don't know if you want to be there for that.
Oh, I can teach you. I can teach you.
Oh boy, chat, we got a backseat pilot.
Yeah, it's really not that hard.
Alright, thanks for joining us, Ollie. Congrats!
Yeah.
That's my goal. That's my horse. Chat, shout outs to Ollie. I don't know if I just like kick you or should I?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry. No. Okay, I got you. I. Okay.
Bye. Kiss, XO.
Congrats.
What a cute young lad. Well, Arross, thank you for being my co-host on this tournament.
You're welcome. Of course.
Chat, did y'all enjoy the duels? I think I thoroughly enjoyed watching all of these duels.
A lot of creative, and you know, as I said before, a lot of variety in the decks too. Very, very amazing to watch.
Honestly, I hope, chat, some of y'all watching, some of these decks, you know, maybe they inspire you to do a little cooking. I know we got some Infonoble fans. You know, there might be some lines y'all didn't consider. The bit you watched was fun, amazing, spectacular. I mean, honestly, from this point, chat, you know, it's 50-50. I could call it here. We could do like a tiny bit of Duelist Cup. Actually, you know what? Before we even leave, you know, Arross, I won't keep you if you don't want to stick around. But you've been a lovely co-host. I think we gotta put together the deck. We got to assemble the winning deck list.
I will take my leave then because I gotta start as well. But thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Arross. If you're playing DC Cup, good luck.
All right, bye.
Bye. Cat, say thank you to Arross. I know he already left, but say thank you. Really quick, I gotta get something up on the screen. So let's go ahead and get the winning deck list up on the screen from Ari. But also, chat, shoutouts to everyone who participated. Shoutouts to everybody who came out today to play. Let's get this bracket back up. Shoutouts to Helios, aka Coon12, Shout out to Tazmag, aka Corn. Wonderful one, by the way. Shout out to Trumo's good piloting. Fan favorite Gem Knight player. Shout outs to Bello. Chat, we didn't get to see a lot of TG, but I was emotionally prepared. Of course, shout outs to Ollie, our winner. House Dragon Me. I was there with you. I was there with you. Emotionally, I was here for repping the Max Rarity Labyrinth. Shout outs to Eric. Thank you for participating, Eric. You did really good. I'm sure under different circumstances you'd eat them alive. So thank y'all again for coming out. Apologies for those that we didn't get in at last minute. Let us take a look at what Ollie has cooking for us right now in this deck list, chat. Y'all do peep the extra deck bling and the... I believe, what is this? I believe this is... We have two very shiny... That's not circular, is that diameter? We have a very set of shiny extra deck Xyz. Our shiny Firewall. And a very royal fusion monster. For later, you'd add the second red reboot to the list. Alright, good luck with DC Cup Julio. So let's put this list together real quick. I don't have any space. Can we buy one from the shop? Before we buy something for the shop, do I have to purchase it? 47 days. 19 days. We're fine. Is there no bundle deals? Oh, they do have a new bundle. Wait, no, that's a bookmark slot. Me when I have to buy another deck. Happy holidays, everybody. Thank you for celebrating 1,000 days on Twitch with me. How exciting. Alright. Let's get this together. We gotta go ahead and we got to grab... That is a effect bearer. I don't like using this card, but it's in the deck list. I don't know if we have the Ghost Ogre, I'm going to be real. We'll figure this out, I could have sworn we had two. But maybe we don't. Ask for some... Okay, I don't know if we actually have more than 3 ghosts though. We have 2. That's pretty darn close. Am I doing Atnus still correctly? Okay, how about we just do Wizard? So Wizard Atnus though, right? I saw one Wizard Atnus though. Now I can go... Atnus into... Yo, you are? Oh god. Alright. 1,000 lords. Big day. Let's see. First off, we have 1 Sigma. We have 1 Nava. We have in addition, we have a subtract. We have a multiplication. We have 2 diameters. This is the most expensive part of the deck, chat. We have to fit in 3 circular. Thank God we have 3 for all those. I don't even know if I saw you use Nib that entire match. Do I have? Yeah, okay. I have a Royal Signet Mining. Yeah, we need multiplication. And then small world. Do I have small world? We do have small world. We have our cold buy, which has been getting people all day. We have Ember. And our last card in this list is Super Factorial. I can buy the salad starter for... No, we have Signet Mining. I unfortunately have played salad before. Y'all probably don't know. Y'all probably don't know, chat. I actually own a salad pen. Very important distinction. I do have Packbit. It's I do have Packbit. You play it in what's the word? I do have Packbit because you play it in you can play in a variant of Ice Variant. Is that we want both Albert and Collaboration? I should have Almirage. How do you spell this card's name? I swear I own this card. Oh, Mirage. Okay, there we go. Wait. Chad, Yu-Gi-Oh players are not very good. Is that one Ling Karibo or Link Karibo? I think this one is Lingovivo. Yeah, Lingovivo. That's Link Dakota. Do I own Link Dakota? I suppose I should look Link Monsters. Do I own Link Dakota? Somehow we do. Wicked is a UR. Do I own Splash Mage? I don't know if we own Splash Mage. I'm gonna be real. Splash Mage. Of course not. Golem. I don't know if we own Transco. Oh, okay. Pizza. Access code to walk in. Okay, which... This is dog fluid, right? Yeah, dog fluid. And then... What's the last one? Evil Link of Evil. Is that a math mech card? What's your 15th extra deck? Allied code. Alright. Okay, so just you know, just out of like curiosity. Man, this deck is expensive. I honestly don't even know what extra mats we have. But I suppose, Chad, if not soon, eventually we will surely have the materials to build this deck. Surely. We're gonna be here for her. I cannot. The second heat soul is not needed. I don't think I can dismantle the second heat soul. I think I just own them. I'm pretty sure that also came from the starter deck. Card destruction's at 1. I don't know how we got the second one. We can dismantle a card. We'll figure it out, chat. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. We will figure it out. I can't dismantle it. Don't worry, chat. Don't worry. Very productive day. Very fun day. I do mean it genuinely. I enjoyed watching all the people. I know I was a little bit distracted setting up the tournament plan. But I had a great time. And I think it's about high time that I get y'all over to our good friend, Mr. Raymond Young Guy. Ray is probably my favorite competitive Yu-Gi-Oh player, though we do have a lot of friends who are playing in the Duelist Club. Shoutouts to Trish, good luck to all of us, good luck to Jeff. I think little bro is going down. I think a lot of people started an hour late to Duelist Cup because of daylight saving time. So thank y'all again for hanging out. Congrats to Ari for winning. And shout outs to everybody who participated. I will be cleaning up the tournament announcements in the Notified for Stay Friends channel and putting up the final bracket, but congrats to Ollie. The community tournament. Let me upload ye old Macedon. So y'all can find that in the announcements channel. I had a great time. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope some of our discussion was insightful. Luckily, all of us knew a lot of the decks that we're playing. So it's nice to have a lot more insight into a lot of the cards. Like, outside of, like, the basics of Infinable, like, knowing that battling blocks is a common line, I didn't know too much about the intent of a lot of their end board outside of the ISO day. I usually don't see double Charles hit the board, if not, like, when there is a Charles, it tends to be when they're, like, going for game. So it's not something that's entirely on my radar. I'm gonna send y'all on a... Let's rev up a duel line. Let me think of a really good raid message to give to our good friends. If I'm going to hear him on, I want to make sure we give him the best raid message ever. Because my goat, my horse, is going to get himself back to the World Championship. I believe. World's competitor, Mr. Raymond Young Guy, is not going to be staying down. At least without trying. He's done it before, chat, and I know he can do it again. Everything takes a little bit of luck, but at the same time, at that caliber, still really does shine through. And despite what some people might think, he is undisputedly one of the best duelists in the world. Shoutouts, Mr. Wade. So, what is a good raid message? Wait. Alright, I think I do have a good wave message, so let me speed up our replay. This was really fun. I love hosting tournaments. I really do. It lets me do a lot of yapping. It lets me talk to y'all with respect. It lets me watch a lot of fun cooking. Some really good lines, chat. Really good lines. Really good lines. The entire TG combo spectacular to watch and do. When we were about to crash Pika to get ourselves in to the Tempai line. So close yet so far, but all by was going to be the end of the line for them. Lovely, lovely gameplay across the board from everyone. It was really fun to watch a lot of these going second decks. Which again, shout outs to everybody who participated. A lot of fun to see these going second decks, like Sky Striker type piles, Gem Knights. Even like the Infernoble Sky Striker stuff was a little bit more preferential to second. Really interesting to see these go through. I kind of wish we got to see a little bit more on the Labyrinth side of things. But that was fun. Shout out to Woman, chat. Shout out to Woman. Shout out to Max Rarity Labyrinth. Shout out to Math Mech. We have to learn Math Mech. Goodness me. Really interesting stuff all across the board. I'm really glad. I think a lot of people, when they host tournaments, they're afraid that people are going to kind of show up with, like, meta decks, right? But everybody had something really unique and interesting to bring to the table. I don't think there was a single moment where... How often do I host tournaments? I'm going to be hosting them a lot more often. Normally I host them 2 or 3 times a year. I'm actually looking to host Genesis tournaments once every 2 months. If not, maybe once a month starting next year. Either in February or January, I'm going to be hosting free to enter Genesis tournaments. They're probably going to be run on EDO Pro. Y'all will submit your Genesis list, and I'm going to have a friend help me with a tool that's going to make sure that your Genesis lists are legal. They'll be free to enter, and the winner will get a $25 Steam gift card. And then I suppose you can, like, if you want, you can have me sign a card of your choice and mail it to you. So, okay. Sign a card and mail it to you of your choice of a select selection of cards, not any TCG card that exists because it's expensive to buy cards. What do I think of you? I was about to actually get to that one, Eric. I was about to get to that one. Punk, super fun. Punk Fiendsmith. You see so many unique decks emerging nowadays, chat, and like Punk is one of those decks that falls almost in line like Telements, where it's such a slashable engine that you can really run it with a lot of different options. So Fiendsmith, always great to see. I know some people dislike it, but I do like seeing it as a sub-engine. I find all these sub-engines that you can fit into pile decks uniquely interesting. I've seen a lot of Punk. I'm more of a fan of Punk Gold Pride. If you had to give me a Punk list, not that I played it, but I'm just biased to Captain Carey and the Water Baller. But we stand other psychic decks. Shoutouts to our Super Quantums. By the way, E-Telly at 3, Punk eating good, Super Quantums eating good. Very fun to see across the board. Really great. Like, I don't think there was a single deck that I saw that I was like, I don't think I want to see that. And like, we didn't get to see, so like, Lapis was going to try to enter. And I was really interested in their list because they wanted to have us play Melodious. Unfortunately, I guess the schedule didn't work out for them. I knew what Ollie was taking from the moment I announced this tournament. Shoutouts to my Alestos teammate, by the way. It was lovely to be surprised with a lot of these other more unique decks. I know Gemini has been more popular. Brand the Draco Tail very interesting to see with what modern Branded does. Branded just here by itself, already a really strong deck. Pairing it with a modern fusion engine, allowing you to kind of see both sides of the engine. It's a really interesting angle. Unfortunately, we never really got to see a lot of the Draco Tail fusions. But shoutouts to that. Really excited to see that. Shoutouts to Tempai Sky Strikers. My goat, my horse, Mr. Raymond Youngdai. He's not really a Tempai guy, but Sky Strikers right up his alley. Bella, one day I will see. I'm looking forward to seeing if y'all will run back some of these decks in the next tournament. You know, upgrading them a little bit, sprucing them up. I can't wait to see what goes on with some of these decks. Will I see the return of GG? Who knows? Will we see the return of our waifu pile? Shoutouts, lady. Will we see the return of Infernoble? Shoutouts to Scarlet Razor, who I did not get in last minute because we were closing apps. Gladiator Beast would have been really interesting. Who knows what y'all will bring, chat? You're allowed to bring whatever you feel like. Happy Dragon Nails Day. Happy 1000 days of San Salie. We've done over 300 streams in this time. We've gained 3,000 followers in this time. We started on YouTube. We have 700 subscribers on YouTube. Crazy. Y'all sure know how to make a gal feel cool. Who knows what y'all will bring next tournament. But I'm looking forward to it. So if y'all want more tournament news, tune into streams. I'm always talking about it and posting on it if you want. If not, head on over to the Discord and I'm sure y'all will get pinged when I have sign up for something opening up. I'm a big fan of YGO, even if it's not my main competitive game. A big fan of decks across the spectrum. Rogue, meta, I don't mind. Pyro, pure. I'm a big fan no matter how you spin the deck. So it makes Yu-Gi-Oh! A really unique and interesting game. And I'm glad that 3 years in I'm still playing Yu-Gi-Oh! As my main game. Alright. Thank you again everybody for playing. It has been wonderful to see these decks. I hope that I can see some of the other decks again next time. The ones we didn't get much spotlight on. I can't wait to see what if some of y'all are really committing to your deck, right? If y'all are really committing to your deck, that's your goal, that's your horse, that's your champion, that's your pet deck. I can't wait to see what you cook. By the time we run another one of these, I bet there's a lot of new cards to play around with. I'm going to send y'all all over to Raymond Youngdai, former Macedon World Champion. And my coach for Pirelli. Our raid message is Ray. Good luck with the DC. Oopsie, DC Cup grind. Copy the second one. The DC Cup grind. You got this. One duel at a time. The biggest thing with DC Cup, chat, if you all don't know, it's a marathon, not a race. You want to make sure you're in good standings for day 1, but don't burn out. Day 2 and Day 3 are equally as important. So fingers crossed. I hope he gets a good start. I'll definitely be looking in his stream to give him some big support, big love. Send him all my love. Thank you to all of us for hanging out. Thank you, Funa, and thank you, Vi, for the raids. I appreciate it. YouTube, thank you for hanging out with us. Twitch chat, I will see y'all soon. I I hope you'll have a nice rest of your day, evening, wherever you are. Do take care of yourselves, okay? We will get some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Tomorrow as I do some gem grinding. We'll see how the weekend holds for us. Copy the raid message if you'd like. I'll see y'all when I see you. And just remember that you're all in my thoughts. $1 and raid. Bye bye, folks. Thanks for coming out. End stream.